start with your thought process on this. Was there something that started this stadium? Did you have this in mind when you first started the
So,
stadium, or what?
so I was actually looking at unused ballpark concepts, that other people have designed, like for the White Sox back when they were originally looking to replace Comiskey Park.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ballparks that caught my attention was the one that had, I think it was Legends Field or something, where it had this sort of home plate shape for the field dimensions. And so I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to just have a field with a bunch of maybe quirky dimensions, but not impossible to hit, and have, you know, little amenities like a standing room only deck, which is what inspired that upper left field portion. And everything else there just kind of took shape the way it did with the hill. And the logs weren't the logs were sort of like a spur of the moment, like, oh, this looks nice, sort of a thing. I was sifting through the props and I was thinking, out of all my years of using Stadium Creator, what's the one prop that I've overlooked? And it just happened to be the logs.
Well, you
And
must have overlooked the monsters at some point, right? At the dinosaurs, but on purpose.
I'm
Those don't even
not a
exist
big
to me.
fan of adding those to the stadium, but for this one, the logs kind of gave it that nice outdoorsy, like you're near the woods or a campground sort of feel. And I thought, well, since there's a walkway up there, a standing room only walkway, you've got, a couple of little buildings out there with a playground. I thought that would be a good, clean look to just have this sort of a rustic logs bordering the hill where it meets the concourse.
I started a business to give old clothes a new life, and Chase has supported me from the beginning.
And I know you said it whenever you initially looked at it, Phil, but that little seating deck below in the left field corner, I was really wanting to get those fans right up to the wall. And that's the limitation of this feature that I hope that SDS has heard enough of us sound off about, that they get fixed, that we should be able to put things like bleachers or stands right up against the wall and not have it give us the red box of doom where it says you can't place item here.
The red box of doom. I love that.
But that was the original look I was aiming for with the left field corner. And the big video boards, that was already determined. They were going to be in the corners, out of the way of your standard view behind the plate, where you just have all the trees and just the scenery of what all is in the outfield. And then once I had left field done, I thought it would be cool to have this sort of irregularly shaped grandstand right in left center field with this little entrance that leads to one of the stadium parking lots. And so I just started playing around with corners, and I had not really explored those kinds of corners before in one of my builds, and I thought, oh, this would be a little unique little spot, sort of like a Fenway Park-esque, where you've got the green monster cutting into that center field
Yeah.
portion of the deck.
Yeah. Well, I never really thought of this, but this could be a fun target for like a home run derby, or, I mean, in this game, I say it over and over again, you can really launch the ball in this game, even in actual games. But hitting the balls in these trees would be fun. And hitting like the pinwheel on the sign
Or the
on
kids went on the slide.
well, they'll be fun.
One of the games that I played, I actually did smack the goat.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. It is not impossible to hit the goat. Have not hit the pinwheel yet. I just hadn't lined up one of the shots, but it's not impossible to hit any of those left field, any of the stuff above the left field concourse.
Where's the goat?
Yeah, the goat is right
in
behind the
between
scoreboard.
The two trees.
in left field
Oh,
behind
okay.
the scoreboard.
Yep. I see it now up there.
But yeah, right field, with the water creeping in, you could probably hit some water shots right over Sewell's sign there. Sewell Snacks and Wagon Man, you might be able to get some water shots in there. I mean, that's a poke, but like I said, you can hit the ball a mile in this place. And then everything you got going on with the gorilla holding the pinwheel and the other pinwheel with the home run apple, it's all just fun stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to reach any of that. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a ball go past a walkway in the field level seating.
A home run derby I played, I hit the base of the gorilla statue.
Holy crap, that's a poke.
So, and of course, I was playing it in arcade mode. I wasn't using like the realistic, because there are two different settings that you
Right.
can have it on.
Yeah, arcade's more
So,
fun.
whenever I do home run derbies, I usually just keep it in arcade mode. That way, you can really hit the long tape measure shots and, hit it to those obscure areas and fun targets.
Right. And you've always been one of our better facer offers, making, the facade on the outside of the stadium with the two brick tower buildings and then the brick like window frames.
Yeah, and this one, like whenever I choose the buildings I'll make up the exterior, I ask myself, is this building a believable, loopable building where I could piece multiple ones together and still have it flow like it looks like it's uniform. I don't want to just put a whole modge podge of stuff together and say this is the exterior. It's got to have purpose and intent. And with that building, you still have some sort of uniformity with the vertical lines and the horizontal little hashes here and there. And I was really, really happy with how it turned out.
Well, I have Waterfront pulled up, Greg, and
Fantastic. Is this the Waterfront SOTY?
it certainly is SOTY
It is,
entry.
okay. I think what you guys may be beginning to grasp about me is that I am a fine tuner. I am I'm a finagler. I am constantly tweaking and editing and trying to upgrade what I'm doing to the perfect version.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, which is great from a always have something to do.
Right.
Terrible from a productivity standpoint because I end up building 4 stadiums a year, and that's going to be it.
Well, I always use the South Park example.
I built 4 stadiums. Yes.
There's a behind the scenes episode where they talk about how they make one episode of South Park, and Trey Parker says, "I need a deadline because if I don't have a deadline to get an episode done, I will keep tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it, and I'm thinking I'm making it better and I think I'm making it perfect, but I never can. So if I didn't have that deadline to end it, I would never finish an episode, and it's the same way I am with these stadiums."
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the way that I am. This stadium, I've never torn it down and rebuild it like I did with the Jackson Street Park build, which
That's the one I think that I used as a thumbnail.
yes. Well, you used my rebuild of it as a thumbnail for your classic stadiums to watch during the Fall Classic, which was amazing to be a thumbnail as a rookie stadium builder. To be a thumbnail was really great. It was the one I was planning on entering in this contest until you rather emphatically said that this was my guy. So I figured, well, if Phil's already got a very strong favorite of my stadiums, then what is the utility in entering a second one?
I mean, in the first video where I showed the stadium, you had a wiffle ball field back here, and I'm like,
have a wiffle ball field. It's just changed sides.
"Oh, okay.
Go left.
Oh, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh man, you're gonna be hitting splash shots into the river or whatever this is," and it's like, "Yeah, that's awesome." And it's like, how can you get any better than you come out here and there's this big stage with the stands back here? It's fantastic.
Yeah, I had a chance in chat with Sewell when he was live streaming and showcased this one to explain a little bit of my thought process. But my idea behind this one was to declutter a bit of my previous mentality in builds. I had really gone, sort of whole hog after that idea that you had of making these really fun stadiums with a lot of outfield targets. And if you look at, Central Square Park, which is my Jackson Street Park rebuild, or Jackson Street Park, both of those were very target centric. It was a very saturated view from home plate. And while it meant that there was never a dull moment, it's also difficult to suspend your disbelief. I could play a few games there. It was great for Home Run Derby, but I couldn't pull up a franchise mode there. I couldn't, if I wanted to give the A's a new home, or I wanted to, do an expansion franchise, none of those felt believable in that ballpark because the ballpark felt fantastical and not real. So my objective with this build was, let me build a stadium which, from its architecture to its foundations, could feasibly be built in real life, minus the annoying glitches and things that render, Stadium Creator the limited tool that it is. And my thought was, if a major league franchise was moving into a mid-market city with waterfront, what would their stadium look like? And my first thought is that it would be between 25 and 35,000 seats. It would be probably tiered and if we're going to incorporate the waterfront into it, if they wanted to get any money out of the city, almost a guarantee in modern stadium development that the city is going to be paying for some of this. The city, if it's smart, would want to integrate additional aspects of entertainment into it. So that's why there's the Singers venue in the left field corner. That's why out at the end of the main sort of walkway there's an aquarium on the waterfront. That's why there's a concert venue out beyond the left field corner walkway there at the end. It's why there's the wiffle ball, because if a city's going to spend $120 million on a $500 million stadium, they're going to want the stadium to do more than just host baseball.
Right. And that's the trend with stadiums these days. They always talk about these ballpark villages that you saw. What was it, Turner Field? Was that the first one, or Atlanta? But I mean, they all talk about that now. The Orlando Dreamers, they had this big thing, planned out. Howard Terminal had like apartments, surrounding the stadium, and it's just the thing now is you can't just build a ballpark there, especially if it's not going to be multi-purpose. You got to have more of a reason for it to be there if you're going to take taxpayer money. I love the lights lining the thing. I love that there's like that little channel. It's fantastic, and you're getting a lot of positive feedback about it, by the way, in the chat box if you haven't noticed.
That does mean a lot. To get that feedback, because so many of the elements that I've sort of built into this stadium are things that I've acquired over the course of this year from watching your and Sewell's streams and seeing other creators with their masterpieces. I think it was Scotty who had those lights at one of his builds. It might have been, was it Crimson Park or something like that? He had those lights, and I said, that's a great idea. But I wanted to integrate it in my own way. And as for this particular choice, you mentioned it in your extravaganza, and that was really nice what you said about the stadium, was the consistency throughout the stadium of using that Braves building throughout. What I love about it is that it has that modern glass exterior. It doesn't look too futuristic. It looks very 2020s. And it has that built-in promenade. Sort of, if you were to, lower it, raise it, position it in such a way relative to the stands that it feasibly becomes a concourse. And that was my thought process behind using that throughout. Because for as much as I love some of my other builds where I've got, stadiums with buildings and stands just jutting out of the building, Jackson Street Park was one of those builds. You're like, wow, that's a lot of stands coming out of buildings. Yeah, it was creative, it was fun, but no one in their right mind would ever use that to design a stadium. It's just not the way that things are done. There's got to be architectural consistency. There's got to be aesthetic value to it beyond the novelty of, here's a building with stands coming out of it. And I feel like this was a good marriage of those. Like you were saying in your stream, trying to find the balance between fun and believable.
Right.
I believe personally, obviously the exterior, the outside of the stadium notwithstanding, the interior of this ballpark is a believable major league venue.
Oh, absolutely. I agree
Aside from
100%.
the aside from the aside from the bullpens down the baselines.
Right, exactly.
But the rest of that aesthetic to me looks like something that could exist. I was inspired by Arizona or the batter's eye and the area behind it with the walkways there.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I think we need better, flatter, big league type batter's eyes. Because while this is a great one because you can hug things right up next to it because it's nice and thin, it's just a old wood batter's eye. It just doesn't look very big league. But it's one of the few choices you're given.
yeah, 100%. I recognize that a lot of the props that we have are either some sort of nondescript props from major league ballparks, and then a lot of the props that they used for their generic minor league builds. So I've seen that batter's eye in a minor league official stadium from MLB The Show. Don't know which one it is, but I can guarantee you I've seen that somewhere in the past. It's just what prop they had available. It's the best that I could do in this situation. I didn't want something that looked out of place. For instance, some of the major league, I couldn't put the Twins batter's eye at this ballpark. I couldn't put the Tigers batter's eye at this ballpark. Some of those big league ones didn't look right. And a lot of the ones that are more generic look really cheap or silly. And that was sort of the compromise I had to make for that. But I like the little pool in right center. It's
the
easy.
pool's phenomenal. It gives something to the lefties to aim for. The hit it here sign in the pool, that splash shot. And I love the idea of using this pool from the water slides as opposed to just making one with the water, just because the water looks so much better and cleaner and more pleasant
Or
to
using
be
the
in.
Arizona pool every time.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, the Arizona pool is fine, but you're absolutely right, Phil. That water looks so much crisper and real. The other prop just has a very static, fake water look to it, and I like that a lot. I can't remember who I saw do it first. I am not the first person to do that. But again, every now and then I'll see an interesting use of a prop or an interesting concept and say, I need to remember that and incorporate that in my own builds. And so there's a whole bunch of those little ideas that I've seen. The idea of sort of that channel out in left field, that sort of inlet, came from what was it called? The binaural luminescence.
Oh,
Stadium,
yeah.
Which I believe Obituary did that. Did he
Yep.
not? So I just said I like that idea of this sort of channel, coming in against the ballpark, but let me give it my own taste. Let me not, copy off of what someone else is doing, but let me be, as Sewell says, let me be inspired by that and incorporate it in my own way.
Well, I've even
It almost reminds me of my Oceanside Stadium because I had, that's where my ocean was like about that width too. Kind of reminds me of it from that was like back in 23.
but
I originally wanted it to be wider, but in order to do what I really wanted to do with center field behind the batter's eye and in the left field corner there, I had to make it narrower. But I think it's big enough to be a target without completely.
Oh yeah, no, it looks.
Oh
good.
yeah, and this is just one of those stadiums where you can just imagine yourself being there, walking through here at night and hearing the water kind of splash up and listening to people talking on their boats and dogs are on their boats and stuff like that. It's just one of those parks that I can just see
It feels
myself.
very alive.
I do want to address one thing real quick, Phil, because you mentioned it when you were doing your review in the extravaganza about the plain canoes as opposed to the what do they call them? The fancy canoes?
Canoes flashy.
Flashy
that's what
canoes.
it is.
As something of a little bit of an outdoorsman, not much of one, but a little bit of one, I need to pick a bone with San Diego Studios on this because the flashy canoe is not a canoe, it's a kayak.
Really?
Yes, those are fundamentally different things. Canoes are open-topped and for multiple people. A kayak is either single or double occupancy, and it is largely covered over on the top with sort of a cockpit opening where the people sit in.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I always thought the kayak is what they were kind of going for. Either way, I always thought the kayak though had that little hole that would like just fit a human body, though.
Well, so there are multiple types of kayak, but that is one of them for sure.
Okay.
That has the very like racing kayaks or whitewater kayaks. Yeah, they have very narrow openings because they're meant to be used in water conditions where if the hole is larger, water could feasibly get into the kayak, and then you'd sink.
Well,
which would not be good.
The only thing I really know about kayaks is that I cannot be in one with my wife because we did an excursion where we had to kayak together, and we were freaking out trapped someplace like Andrew Bernard in that episode of The Office, and everyone else was like, where are they, and we're yelling and fighting with each other because we couldn't get ourselves in sync to to move the kayak appropriately. So that's the only thing I know about kayaks.
Yeah.
Greg, another thing I have to thank you for, sir, is being one of my first channel members. Thank you so much for that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a member of both of your channels, and for a very easy reason for me, whether I've been building or my life's been busy with other things and I haven't had a chance to. I love seeing what the community puts together, and you guys do a great job of keeping everyone involved, making everyone feel incredibly welcome. I mean, I built my first stadium in about a day and a half after watching one of your first extravaganzas of this season, Bill, and I figured I'll submit it. It's probably crap compared to everything else that he gets. Probably won't even make the stream. If it does, he's going to have a lot of criticism about it. You put it in the stream. You really liked it. You gave it the gold canoe.
All right, Mark, tell me about this one.
This is probably my favorite stadium I built this year. I love the way the stone... I have 3 different textures for the concourse back there. This is the tile, the stone, and maybe the marble. I wanted it to match the texture of the batter's eye. The same color scheme as the batter's eye. That's how it all started.
Oh, okay.
So you want to hear something funny? The first time I ever loaded up this field, I immediately texted Phil because I was going to record it. And I said, have you seen Obituary Turtle's latest field? And he's like, I don't think so, not yet. I'm like, dude, look it up right now. It's like the best field I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is my favorite one. I just think it's cosmetically just beautiful. Just the walls with all the different texture and colors.
What you did with Buddy M's out here is amazing.
Yeah, and I circled that. I think that's the first time I used the lights to circle that. If you turn the lights off, it got kind of the Broadway.
Oh, yeah. I've done that before. I did that on a stadium like in 21 or 22. You use the L's and the T's, and you can do the lights around it. Yeah, that's outstanding.
Instead of red, just I don't know, makes those lights pop a little bit more. The beer, it's a little cheap. It's a little hokey, but
it works. It absolutely works. I mean, we have nachos and hot dogs. I mean, so.
That restaurant gets good by like the bleachers on top.
I'll be right back. I gotta let my dogs out. They get my dogs going nuts.
So, was there inspiration for this stadium to start it? I mean, did you just go in saying, I want to build, let's go?
Nope. Just started with the batter's eye and then just circling all those concourse pieces around it kind of perfectly, and then just spreading out from there.
Yeah, I think the batter's eye is always a good start just because you're so limited with what you can do with the batter's eyes. So you might as well start there and build around that. The fountain that curves out, and the fact that you have the stacked stone all like just randomly sticking out at places.
Yeah. Just because, that'd be like if an artist were to design that fountain, they'd probably do something cool like that. It wouldn't just be, bland and flat and.
Right. And it looks like you saved your memory around and behind. That looks pretty standard. So, yeah, it does make sense. I mean, all this memory that you had to go in here with all the detail. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, and of course, I put those little stripes everywhere now, like around that round section in the left corner. The little stripe. Yeah. Just gives it depth, more character.
That's amazing. And then this guy with the windows coming out, the 3 rows of windows. So good. Concourse in the middle.
Yeah, that was kind of a happy accident, right? Put that up there and see how that look, and they're like, if they pop out, that actually kind of gives it a cool look.
Mm-hmm. Outstanding. Just a big parking lot in the back, but Yeah, this is up there. This is an amazing build. Center field. Now, he did a great job hiding the green. I mean, you can see it a little bit, but but this is what I mean. See, he's like, okay, I want to have a fountain in right field, but it's not like fountain here, and then you come over a couple feet, and there's a home run deck, and you come over a couple. It's built into the concourse. It's built into the bleacher seating. So all those people ask me for tips. Don't go by tips that I build. Go by, my feedback on other people's builds, because they're so much better than I could ever do. And this is why it's good. This is why it looks good. This is why it looks real. And this is why it's a Stadium of the Year contender. Anything else, Mark, you want to bring up about this one?
Nah. Well, I mean, I can ding myself. I think I feel like it's just such a cop out when I better put trees and rocks, like, just to hide spaces, like I did in center field. That's just me being lazy. Like, I'll just put a bunch of shit right here.
It works though. It fits. It looks organic. It looks real. It looks. I mean, I guess organic and real is kind of the same thing, but it looks. it fits. It fits the stadium. The last thing
I did in the stadium, like, how am I going to close these gaps? And I just threw a bunch of rocks and trees in there. I'm like, okay, that's good enough.
Yeah, closing the stadium off is one of my least favorite parts of building any stadium. The corners and closing off is always such a bitch. Ugh. All right. Jedi Yank says he's downloaded this one to use. Dad Bod says, I felt that sigh. I know exactly what you mean, Dad Bod. Listen, you're right up there with this guy, dude. Some of the stadiums I've seen of you lately, absolutely phenomenal. Trey Mike says he might be 1, 2, 3 this year. Well, you're only submitting one, so. All right, if that's it, we'll move on to number 3. See, just when you think Obituary Turtle has it all wrapped up, you come in and you look at this freaking thing. Look at this. It was their starting point here, Murph. Was there
like, even just like outside the field looks really great too. Like outside the stadium as much as it's inside.
Did you come into this build with anything in mind, or?
This one is started in right field. And what I started with actually wound up not making it. I saw somebody use one of the Wrigley Field buildings, houses, and it had the windows on the front, and I used that on the bottom there, and then just started building from there, and then I wound up taking that out.
Well, I'm 100.
It just shows you how they evolve while you're building.
I'm 100% stealing this idea. Never would have thought it in a million years, but it's absolutely brilliant, and I love it. So I'm 100% stealing that idea for something. Just got to remember which frickin' building it's on.
Yeah, Murph might be when it comes to blending buildings.
Yeah, so I've used it before, but it's always been just as that building, and I've never liked that orangish brick of it.
Yeah, I
thought,
agree.
Well, maybe I can blend it in somehow.
Well, you blended it in just right, dude. Amazing.
And then from there, I worked around to the right field corner with the little tunnel going through there.
Right field corner. Tunnel.
You're the right.
Like over here and then underneath?
Foul territory.
Okay. Or wait, is there another tunnel I should be looking for?
Behind you.
Behind me. Like in here?
Right there. There, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you look up, the stands wrap up over the entrance.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a cool way to work it in with the garage back there. And
see, now this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, they're already gray, but it still looks better with the different gray on top.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's just thinking about that kind of stuff. It's like makes me mad. It's like, why don't I do it? I think of this stuff. It's amazing.
From one of your first videos you ever posted that I watched, I got the idea I'm using that gray building, the little house, for the texture of the walls underneath around there in different parts. I never even thought of doing that until I saw you do it. Now, man, that's a really good look. It's different than a brick look or any of that stuff.
Right here, you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of like how people were using the lazy river for a while too for that texture.
Yeah, I wish I could say I thought of that, but I'm pretty sure I saw that on someone in like the very first version of the game, and I stole that idea. But yeah, I do like that look too, and I like using the lighter gray as like a trim for it. Yeah, right field is fantastic. I don't remember the stadium. Did I show this one, Murph?
No, this is one of my newer ones. Sewell showed it recently on live stream.
Yep.
Okay.
But in left field there, I decided to make a little rock garden area with the little fountains in the patio.
Oh,
and blended in the.
I can't pull off these really cool stairs like you guys do either. Using the end caps, I can't pull it off.
I like that look a lot better than the.
What end cap is that?
The other one. It's the. Was it contemporary?
Yep.
Oh,
contemporary
it's the
upper deck.
Contemporary. I gotcha. Yep,
yeah. But you can only use it if you're far away from the field because the other part sticks out too far.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what threw me off. I was like, what has those small little squares?
Yeah, that's a prop I would like to see. Throw railings on this. That would be very, very nice.
I would like to see them make a couple different stairs that are just at the angles of what the stands are at.
Yeah, so you could put it next to like in between the upper deck, so it has stairs and looks like an actual stadium.
Well, I think part of what Stadium Creator's problem is too is I don't think they originally intended to make really realistic stadiums like we like to do either. I think it just kind of slowly became that way, and it's like, well, we're kind of, I don't know, kind of behind the gun on that one.
Yep, and on top of the restaurants there, I blended all that stuff. If you go on top of.
Is this place in
there?
Is this place in Texas?
No, I just put them wherever.
Gotcha. Because that's one thing maybe you've stepped back a little bit from.
I use those to put them all together so I could put the patio on top of it, and then in the back of it, I blended in the bathroom with it using the side of that building to make it all look like one natural thing.
But that's one thing you've kind of taken a step back from is you always used to have these plazas with the restaurants labeled.
Yeah. I don't know why I stopped doing that. I guess because I only do it if it's a place that's like a real city or something. If I put it in there, then I'll look up but I just haven't messed with real cities. I've done all fictional this year.
Yeah, like at the end of the last version of the game, you were like going through all these cities that were in talks of expansion teams.
Yep.
They were amazing. And look at this. Who thinks to do this? Come on, Murph. Knock it off.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, and it's a two-tone grass. Like, we're using grass 1 and grass 2 blended together. Where's the part with like the diamond pattern? That was really cool too.
It's right behind center field.
Right behind.
Or like the little.
The
stand next to.
Yeah, that
right there.
That's so cool. It looks like Mo patterns.
Kentucky, right, Murph? That's where you moved to?
Yep.
All right. Booking a ticket. How hard is it to get switchblades on on an airplane these days? Maybe something more subtle.
He's gonna make the canoe shiv.
My wife said I could hide my switchblade in my my prison wallet. That doesn't sound pleasant though. Yeah, there's the tunnel from outside the stadium. Yeah, everything on the outside of the stadium looks great too. Now, do you usually like put this stuff here as like just extra decoration or to hide seams or to just kind of add to the build, or
a little of both? Like if I have the memory, I'll try to use it just to like hide gaps in the outside in case they, because sometimes they'll do like in between innings they'll show like an outside view or something,
right?
And just to hide the emptiness out there.
And then you got the Hall of Justice building in the middle there. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
There's a couple statues out there I mixed in with all of that.
Oh yeah, goats and gorillas, and there's trees all over the place, and
it makes it look like an art museum complex, kind of, you know.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I. Once I started doing it, that's what I thought, and I'm like, well, that would be a good name for this. Just make it the art district.
Yeah. No, it fits perfect. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Stadiums.
Yeah, it was Super Friends. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. Justice League. It was Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and the Green Lantern.
Yep. When I started kindergarten, got home from school from kindergarten, and that's what I watched. That and Scooby-Doo was on.
Right.
Scooby-Doo is goated.
I used to see Dick Van Dyke on Scooby-Doo and Laurel and Hardy and the Harlem
Don
Globetrotters, right? Oh, yeah, Don Knotts was on one.
I think Phyllis Diller.
Yep.
Like Zoink Scoob.
Anything else about this one, Murph?
No, I think that's a good on this one.
I mean, I've never seen a better outside of the stadium area lit either. Like, there's no patches. It must be the orange, huh?
It's such a little thing, but man, the thing that blows me away about the stadium the most is still the grass patterns, like the light in the dark green. I don't know what it is. It's like, how has nobody thought of that before? And you made it look so good,
right? And
yeah, well, I was trying to think of something to change it up, because I've been doing it with like brick and that, and I thought, well, I'll try it with the grass, and I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's a really nice look. I'll go with that.
Greg says, hey, I've got like 2 hours before I got to run for later tonight. Jedi Yank, we can get you next, buddy. I don't know if anyone else threw their name in, but you can definitely be next. Dadbot says, yeah, that's not cool, man. Blending the two grass patterns together. F this guy. Dadbot, not fair, man. A grass area, now the grass pattern using walls, man. Jedi Yank, damn, y'all really showing your age. Jedi Yank, how old are you? You don't know.
He's like 50, isn't he?
You don't know Scooby-Doo? Is he making fun of us, or is he like joking around with the fact that he knows all this stuff too? All right, well, if there's nothing else on this one, Murph, I'm ready to move on to the next masterpiece that you tend to throw together.
Is your age.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I turn 47 next month.
All
right, Jedi Yank, tell me about this one. This one is my early favorite for you so far. Wow.
Yeah, thanks. So this one, again, I normally don't do city specific or team specific, but I wanted to make a new one for Detroit because I don't know about you guys, I don't like that.
Yeah,
yeah. I've been to the Detroit Stadium, and it's even when you're there, it's just kind of like, this is a stadium.
You're a Yankee guy, right? Jedi Yanks. I mean, that's what the Yank is for.
No, he's Jedi Oriole.
Michael Kay, when he always said, he's like, these people, they put all this money into this brand new stadium, and they come here, and it's just nothing special. And I agree.
Yeah, I'm not. So I just use this for like in case I play, yes or whatever. So but I do like how Comerica or whatever it's called now has that like industrial look. I wanted to get it that way, and since Detroit, we wanted to make it a RoboCop EP from RoboCop theme thing.
Okay. Fantastic.
Which is the Omni Consumer Products, yeah. So at 6,000 SUX are in the back. That's like from RoboCop commercials.
That movie traumatized me as a kid. Watching the toxic waste there, and then get splattered all over that guy's car. That movie traumatized me. I shouldn't have been watching it. It was like rated X for violence, wasn't it?
Was it really?
Yeah.
It's pretty gruesome.
It was pretty hardcore.
Like PG-13 nowadays.
Right. The tiger in the corner looks great on the grass. You're the second person I've seen do this recently. I think I just recorded a stadium that uses these. I'm going to steal this idea. That's fantastic. I think it's a different look, And as long as you have something to bury the rest of it, it's a good way to take up a lot of ground, a lot of space, as a fence. And I never thought of it before. Brilliant. I think it looks good.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, is that there's I just wanted to create like a little kind of theme of the city in the back, industrial city. This put that railroad the elevated train behind center fields.
Yep. The end cap, I think, helps give it that look. That's fantastic. The turnstiles there. Yeah. You got the army vehicles up here, and then the statues. Very nice, Jedi Yank. Excellent. Now, which ones are these? The futuristic ones? They have to be, right?
I don't remember when those came, but yeah.
Those are with the futuristic pack.
Okay. Yeah, they just look darker. Maybe it's because they're surrounded by more green. I don't know. Well, you definitely succeeded in getting a Detroit look and feel, I think, too, like the actual Detroit Stadium. But in my opinion, way better. This is my favorite of yours so far, Jedi Yank. I love this one.
Thanks, man. I think the main the main scoreboard is center field. I say it's 2-in-1 because it's that big green prop. But then I put I'd be wrong. I'm thinking of something else. But if you look at that scoreboard, I think it's 2-in-1.
Okay, you broke up there a little bit, Jedi Yank, so I didn't catch all that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The big green scoreboard back there. I may be wrong, but I think it's 2. I think that actual scoreboard is not. So like if you turn off the lights or turn the lights back on or turn off the lights and look at the actual screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sewell said he might be having internet problems, which is why, because you're connected to his server. But
okay.
So I'm sorry, I just didn't catch a lot of that because it broke up. But this I think this is Pittsburgh, right? Is this the Pittsburgh Pirates scoreboard, or is it actually Tigers?
That one I don't know. I think it's the Tigers, isn't it?
I think it is the Tigers, or yeah, I think so.
Okay,
so sure. I don't remember.
All right, so you were talking about you added the extra scoreboard on top of it. I like doing that a lot.
Yeah, to make it a little bit. Yeah, to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah,
Yeah, very fun. All right. Yeah, this is my pick for you, Jedi Yank. I don't know about the rest of the room. What are we thinking, fellas? I mean, ultimately it is up to you, but yeah. Now, what is under here? Oh, it's a build. Okay. I was like, did you use an anomaly over here? Because I thought it was the marble from Minnesota at first.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to hide that roof.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I love that building because of that texture. I think that's really cool.
That's another idea I might have to steal from you, boss. Excellent. Just find a way to hide the green a little bit, because I don't like that green. I do like this over here too. Just cutting off the bleachers a little bit. I think just makes the stadium look a little bit more natural. When everything's not like exactly perfect. I think that looks really good. Yeah. All right, so let's see what everybody else has been saying. What do we think, fellas? What's your favorite Jedi Yank build so far?
I'm trying to think on those 3. I think maybe the second one for me.
I think each one is better than the next. I like the first one, and then the second one has different stuff in it that you like more, and then this one I think I even like the best. That's a thumbnail right there. That's a good shot.
Yeah, I think I would agree.
Most people are saying the third one.
Braves fan, we need a funeral for a bird. Trey Make says this one. Z's boy says the last one.
dead. Braves fan was referencing The Office because Z Boy said I've been gone for an hour. What I miss?
You know that song is about cheating. What song?
He was talking about OPP.
Oh, the one song. Do you like pina coladas? That's about cheating too.
That's a stretch. I don't know how you got there, but okay.
What's the name of that song?
It Wasn't Me by Shaggy.
No, I know that one's about cheating. But do you like pina coladas? Right? He talks about taking a break from his girl or whatever, and then he puts an ad out, and he meets the girl in the ad, and it turns out to be his actual girlfriend.
Yeah, they're trying to cheat on each other, but then
end up
just getting them back together.
Right.
It was really weird. I had a friend whose their first dance at their wedding was to that song, and I was like, "What?
What?
Fuck?
That's weird."
Yeah.
Escape, the actual name of the song, believe it or not. The last one, this one.
Yeah, right to be and escape.
All right. Well, Jedi Yank, I'm glad to hear from you. I'm glad to see that you're still building.
Are we going with the third one on this one?
Yeah, man.
Most people were saying.
Is that you're going to go with the third one?
Yeah, I'm good to go with this one, yeah.
Okay, OCP Stadium it is for Mr. Jedi Yank. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Thank you for sending the stadiums my way. Good luck to you in the stadium build. And hopefully we get to see some cool things from you in 26.
Will do. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Jedi.
Later.
Two of my favorite things, man, Jedi and Yankees. Now we're talking.
Yeah, with OCP. Yeah, you know me.
Okay, so if we missed out on Doug, who's up next? Does anybody urgently need to go or anything like that?
I might need to take a break in a little bit. I'm getting really tired.
Oh, he did
like 5 hours in the past couple days.
You need a nap? I was thinking about a dinner break. Could now be a time for a dinner break, fellas?
Yeah, we could do that, and I could just.
All right.
I don't know. Close my eyes for a little bit and get back. Well,
how
long do you want to take a dinner break for?
Well, I could go by myself, Sewell, if you need a break for a while, bro. I just need help with the call-ins. I could have people just call in the Google number.
Well, no. Like you can still stay in the Discord even if I'm not on. Like that's those voice channels will work no matter what.
Oh, okay. Intermission, Greg. I can wolf down my food real quick and eat, and then Sewell, whenever you can get back, you can get back. If not, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I'll rest my eyes for like 30-40 minutes, and then I'll probably I'll hit you back up on.
Okay, so anybody who might think they might have some time next, be ready to go. If you're ready to go, I'll put the I'm on break thing up. Oh, I gotta try to find that, by the way. That's actually what I was looking for.
If you had set up your stream deck, you could just push a button and you'd be right there.
I know it. Is it display capture? Nope. What's the source I'm looking for? Media source. That's what I'm looking for.
You don't have it set up as just its own scene?
It's new. It's brand new. This is one of the things I was working on today when I first woke up. Because I knew if I was going to be on all night that I would have to have big breaks at some point. So I wanted to have something to put in here. All right, Midtown Yards, Lehigh Valley. So this one is the one that pulled you out of a break. So what pulled you out? What made you want to build this one?
So honestly, I seen your video the other day, and I knew you were gonna have the contest for like the 16th or 17th, and I had a little bit of extra kind of time, so I was like, you know what? Let me, just kind of get into something. I was starting in center field with just the batter's eye, and then I had moved the fencing, and then I could not get close at all, and I was already like 60% done, so I didn't want to change it then, at the time. So,
right.
But I started in center, just did the batter's eye, then I worked my way over from left field over to right.
Left field over to right. Okay. Yeah. It's is this a template stadium? Because it's going towards center field, then jolts back even more,
No.
and you got the two custom bullpens underneath. Very nice. The brick looks
Actually,
good.
it's the template with the back, because you'll notice. Again, I have a very similar. Around and then behind as well. So I kind of just save. Around and behind, and then I work on. The outfield, and then I'll just kind of change some of the stuff. Like here, I took out part of the seating, and I just put in. An entrance down first and third.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, with the like that kind of red brick building in the back, I was going with like this like green and sort of brick theme, and I figured, it kind of went there. I went to look there. So, I was happy with it. But again, a lot more I wanted to do with this, just with the way I built it.
Yeah, you're at 99%. Yeah.
But yeah, it started in 26. I'm gonna do something similar to this and just try to get as close to the fencing, do something a little bit different.
It's so weird how some builds, it seems like you build and 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 you look and it's only at 67%. And then there's times where you build and it's like at 99.
Yeah.
It's so weird how. So
I did use like a lot of course right field, and then all this in the back here, like that took up a lot of memory space.
Yeah, the concourse can do it, and out here in the plaza, you got a bunch. This looks really good though, with the every other color tree. That looks fantastic. And then the flag planter. Someone told me in the premiere what you call a planter with trees in it. What did you call that? Is that person here? Murph says, I love how the section in left angle in and the section in right bows out. Great contrast.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Again, another great outside of the stadium, a very good facing off job. And the old school roof fits with that.
Yeah, I try to get a little bit of everything done. Like, I get that, I'm kind of using dead sort of space, but I try to get everything as real, as possible. So.
Yeah, very well done. So, do you have one in mind where you lean in one way or another? Fellas, what do we think? 1, 2, or 3?
I would say either the second one, the convention center, or this one.
Yeah, I think my vote was 2. I think that.
Okay. Because it was tough in right field, and I don't know what to do with that.
That looks good. I like the pillars here.
Some of the seating, and then you'll the. So I have that restaurant on the top in right field, and then I have that in right field on the bottom, and in left field as well, with some seating underneath.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that window angled like that.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
So I've got the same thing there, and then out in left field as well.
Oh, okay. We're back at. Wait, no, that's not it.
And then you'll see right under there next to the pen on the left. Yep, right underneath there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. I'm seeing 3, I'm seeing 2, I'm seeing 3 over on YouTube. No one over there yet. Sam and Dan, though, does say, I love the shape of the outfield wall and the right field decking. Scotty Warren has just added number 3.
Yeah, I'll go with whatever they feel is the best.
All right, so let me do a poll up. Braves fan says 3, my lord. I'm seeing all 3s in 1, 2. So looks like this is your winner then. If you're going by the consensus.
Yep.
All right, so you are now looking at Traymake 3's official entry into the 2025 Stadium of the Year contest here in Studio 44. All right, he said he was going for an old-fashioned feel. Okay, yeah. Always have your distances labeled. I like that. Using the brick castle-like building. What do they call it? Grand Factory. Ooh, it's grand. And there's the baby. I found the baby. Oh, the baby. And you got your entrance to underneath. Oh, is this an anomaly? Look at that. Oh, no, it's not the anomaly. It's the scoreboard. The base looked like the anomaly, doesn't it? Like a batter's eye. Stacked counter style seating or standing room area over here. The brick concession tan looks good. Ooh, hid some of the... I like that. That's a nice touch to hide that gray with the marble or the tile. The marble's more white. I like the grass patches. You see, even simple, subtle details like this just can really make a difference in a stadium. That looks really good. This building fits in the old style too. Hot dogs, nachos, hot dogs. Oh, this is good. The top deck of bleachers kind of overhangs. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's the wooden steps. Same corner pretty much. Oh, then it's all bleachers around. That's not standard at all. Oh, and then adding this in between. That's fantastic. And the baby in there, though. Oh, boy, with the baby. Murph, was it you who kept throwing the baby all over in your Halloween stadium? Or was that Scotty Warren? I don't remember. Two different types of bleachers here. I kind of like that. The different angles. So he says this is the best corner design I've ever done. I agree. It's definitely very nice. Trey Mink said he played the batter's eye well with the rocks around the wall. Yes, I agree with that. That looks fantastic. Very cool behind the plate. So is it hot dogs and nachos, or is it hot dogs and nachos on top? Wait, what? The other side. Oh, Braves fan. That's excellent. Wow. That's amazing. I don't think I showed the stadium before. Shoot. Nope, I want to show that back. Okay. Boom. That's what I want. Let me take the time to figure this out here. What the heck is going on? There we go. The Golden Canoe is back. Yeah, that's a nice shot. That's a great. Definitely your best facing off the outside of a stadium for sure. Took a while. Don't remember how long, though. I can imagine. Anytime you got to line up, a bunch of buildings at once, even though you still, you get to copy and paste, essentially, but getting it together the right way first is tough, and then you got to line, one section up with the other, and then, yeah, that's a lot of work, and it looks fantastic. Yeesh, I'm torn. Either one of these could do really well for you in the contest. And yeah, behind home plate is fun with the counters and all the red and white trim. Excellent. Wow, that's a big sticker. There we go. Or stamp. Rico, what's up, buddy? So far, Murph's leading this one. The terrace behind the dish are really good. Braves fan says the idea with the brick SDS sign in the corners and behind home plate I got from somebody you've shown, but I can't remember for the life of me who it was. Yeah, that happens. Trey Make says the first one for him. Okay. Anything else I need to know about this one, Braves fan, or point out or that I missed? I mean, I found 2 babies. Are there more in here someplace? Excuse me. Uh-oh, he says there's 3 babies. I only found the 2. Oh, there it is. That was easy. Who says, okay, guys, we're putting together a bunch of props. We need some new props. What do we need? Baby doll? Yes! That's it. That's the one. Who and why? Oh, boy. Greg says the terraces behind the dish are really good. Thump. What's the thump for, Rico? I like using that as some sort of inside joke with all of us. Yeah. Early on, I forgot about it, and I wouldn't find a lot of them. Someone does a dog. Scotty, is that you? Do you do the dog? And I feel like someone did a horse at one point, too. Last year I had dogs. Oh, there we go. This year horses, next year babies. Oh, Scotty, don't you start too with the babies. But look at these. What are these things here? What? Like, it's almost like... like they change. I was re-recording the remix challenge, not the remix challenge, Fool Soul. And there was a lot of stadiums with just like random shadows in the middle of their field. It's so weird. Like, what is that? It almost looks like there's like a piece of plywood here or something, and they set off a firework on it, and some of the charring made it onto the grass because it's like a straight line here, and then they moved the wood, and that's what's left. I thought it was Arch who did the dog. I don't think Arch always has ATG. Not going to lie, many of my stadiums have hidden babies. Really, Rico? I'm not sure I've ever run into one. No one doesn't not like babies, Z-Boy. It's freaking the dolls. They're creepy. But look, there's another of those black splotches over here. There's one back here. I mean, look, it's almost like a square of them. So weird. All right. Anything else I need to point out, Brace fan? We got one more from you. If not, sir. The Bear Den. I'm not sure I showed this one either. If I did, it was a while ago. All right. He says he believes that's it. Definitely got its stamp. All right. So where did you get the idea? Well, let's start in right field for those who haven't seen the stadium yet. What do we got in right field?
Sunken bar, but not covered this time.
I love that.
When I was playing in my franchise, there was an NL team that had like the big windows in the back. They had that same vibe. That started that, and the water in the left was the first two ideas. Everything else was, and the sunken bar. Those three, I'm sorry, those three were the first idea. The only ideas I had. Everything else was
and
freestyled.
I love the big long wall of
That's
these windows.
Yeah, one of the teams have that in NL. That's where I got that from. I just expanded on it.
Yeah, going all the way down like that, and then having the split layer where there's like a couple rows of seating, and then all of this going on up top is.
Oh,
excuse me,
I
amazing.
like a nightlife too up top. Like I've never done that before. Tried to create like a little area up there,
like the baseball village type section, and then all right, fellas, are you ready for this? Check this shit out. Look at that. The water comes all the way down from the little dinosaur building, right? Oh, that's the hotel. I'm sorry, Water Terrace Hotel. He's got it all lit up. There's a guy in the canoe under the bridge, into a multi-level freaking waterfall that takes you right behind the bleacher section.
It goes down right toward next to the batter's eye as well.
Does it really? How did I never notice that before? I've played a lot of games in this stadium and I never noticed that. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, come on, fellas. One of the main ideas. I mean, should we even have looked at the other stadiums? That was freaking amazing. Scotty's clapping for you. Obituary Turtle saying very cool. And I agree. And then there's a goat up here. The building is serving as the ground and the grassy area, and it's all just amazing. This one, I was like, it was like the first or second Stadium of the Year or Stadium Extravaganza video of 25, and I'm like, oh, Stadium of the Year candidate right here.
I think there's a few bangers in that one, actually. I think we started strong.
Yeah, every video this year has really been freaking just amazing. Like, I can't stop the stamp machine. It causes me so much extra work in editing because all the stadiums are just so good. But, I mean, look at the path of freaking lights. It's just awesome. Speaking of lights, Rico, are you still here? I may lose all of my subscribers after the next Stadium Extravaganza. There he is. Rico. Is it Burnside Dome? I just recorded it. Wait till you see what I did with that stadium. You guys you're gonna all unsubscribe, and you're gonna rely on Sewell to carry on. Sewell and Schmitty and all the other guys to carry on the stadium creator.
I don't even remember what I did behind home on this one, actually.
There you go.
It might be my tamest home plate ever.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like this area right here, but this is any more effort than I would ever put into behind pole plate. It looks so good. Yeah,
I love those windows.
I think
behind of that building.
I think we have a winner here, boys.
Yeah, I was leaning towards this one, trying to force the Ryland, but I think this one's it for me.
The last one, I was like, yeah, maybe the second one, but then you get in here, and I forgot all this stuff going on up here.
This is the stadium that's gonna lose out to Murph and Turtle.
Listen, what did I say? Don't sleep on you guys. Don't sleep on some of them ZZZ boy builds, those dad bod builds. Scotty Warren, definitely.
This is fun to play in this one, too.
I don't have Sluggish Moth stadiums either. Not only I haven't seen him, I don't have entries from him. I'm pretty sure he's put up enough good stuff in 25 where he could get some votes. So you said the building and left field, the water was your first idea, huh, for this stadium?
There's three first ideas: the building, the water, and the bar. I wanted to sink the bar in.
The sinking bar. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like the sunken bar too, because that's another target. It's a different kind of layer, but yeah, it's a layer. And this guy poking up through, that's fun too.
Yeah, it was just an empty space. I don't know. That's probably sometimes I overdo it with props, like with 2% left. I don't know if that. I ended up liking it, so I left it. I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you just find an empty spot in the stadium, so you're like, okay, I need something here, and then I just go through the features, boom, 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 and then, this one looks good. We'll leave that one.
I look at all the top of buildings to see what I could hide that I haven't seen yet.
Ugh, so good. Oh, and you even got the stage back there. I never noticed the stage, but like from here, I mean, this angle, you see the three like main roads of the lights. It's phenomenal. And then you got the lights surrounding the sunken bar. And I mean, left field, even if left field didn't have the waterfalls, it's still layered in a fun way. The stairs and
VIP areas.
Yeah, that part's all really good. And this is the part that I want to be better at, is having like one thing over here and then something completely different on the other side, because I tend to be like, oh, bleachers, concourse, so I really want to get better at like making these smaller like sections of note, that kind of stand out. And this was done very well too. Just a few tables kind of wedged in here.
Yeah, I just didn't want an empty grass spot. Look what I put there to have something. Man, I actually haven't looked at the stadium in a while. Yeah, this is definitely the one.
What do you think, guys? Are we in agreement? Doug,
I peaked in my first stadium that I made this year.
Murph says, everyone's Scotty Warren and Obituary Turtle and Mark Stevens. And Murph says, Doug says, hold my beer.
Come with you, Murph.
Well, he's not the defending champ. Dan's the one you got to come after. Dan's got the current ring here.
I forgot we're 2 years in. Murph was the inaugural.
Yes, Rico, with the pinwheels. You guys are all going to hate me because of the pinwheels. Remember this now when you see the premiere, when I record that one. Yep, Rico says number 3. Scotty says, yeah. I don't think it's... Yeah.
All right, we'll enter it.
This is fantastic.
Yeah,
did you call last year? I can't remember.
No, because normally you guys do this on Tuesday and I'm working.
Oh, okay.
You guys moved to Monday. It was amazing for me.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, Schmitty says 3, but 2 is very close. I agree, Schmitty. Looking at 2, I was like, wow, okay, that is good. But then you get back in here and you remember how good this all looks, and you're like, yeah.
Thank you, Schmitty. I love 2. 2 is my favorite.
2 is really good, though.
3's probably it, but I love 2.
Dadbot says, yeah, left center field makes this an all-time.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, there's some features in stadiums that you just like that you remember them forever, and this is definitely one that I thought of. And Young Guns North Pole, I put that in the slideshow during that break. So yeah, there's just some stadiums that have features that you'll remember forever, and this is one of them. You try to recreate in your own way, and you're like frustrated because you didn't think of it first. One of those types of things. That's definitely one.
That goes on a lot. Even with Murph today, we're using that building, the yellow building and he's hit it and just used the balconies. I'm stealing that.
Yep. And
stealing that, Murph.
Even stuff like the bear on the thing. Just like it's a logo, like it's painted on there. It's just like
you can sink the statues.
You just want to wring your necks for thinking this kind of stuff. All right, Doug. Thanks a lot for calling. Thanks for the same thing I've been telling everybody. Thanks for always being in the streams and the premieres and all that stuff. It's always so much fun.
Phil, you're gonna hear it a lot, man. When you and Sue go live, we love it. So.
I hope so because I sure like going live. It's fun.
And also, and of course, if I make fun of your stadium in chat, it's because I like it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, what do they say? Impersonate? Is it not impersonation? Is the highest form of flair.
Yeah.
If I could talk, yeah. So that I kid because I love kind of thing. I really am mad at you guys, but it means I really like the stadiums too.
I'm just trying to down other people's stadiums so mine looks better. Murph looks like shit, man. You should see Fresh One X's.
Yeah, it's a brother's. Yeah, it's a brother's compliment. There you go.
Always.
All right.
Well, thanks for having me, Phil. Appreciate you. I'll be listening in for the rest of the night.
Thank you for popping in, and we'll catch you.
Sweet. See you guys later.
All right, fellas. This is Bert Garvin Field. Is it the stadium of the year? It sure has. It sure is going to get some votes. I don't remember showing this one. Did I show this one?
No, it's brand new.
Oh, okay.
Like this is again picking at it and everything, and yeah.
Well, then allow me to do this. There's your stamp because it is well deserving. Wow. Look at the Burns deck. I might have to mix this into the That's fantastic. Oh, Dad Bod, you stupid. Ugh. That is phenomenal. sneaking that. Crook by the book goes, WTF, I quit. Oh,
So
man. This is... Wow. There's Nada Jackie, right? Is that the glitch?
Yes, that's the glitch. So
You lost
if you
your
go
two?
down, I can show you what you gotta do.
Redo it like that?
So that top piece, make 2 more of those to the right of it. Those are T's.
Like that? I'm sorry, I'm not doing it as meticulously as you probably would have.
Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I just filled in like that, sure. And then
like
those
that.
bottom ones are sure, yeah. Those are actually L's, but that's okay. Sure.
I use the Z's. I just use the Z and spin it around for the 2. That looks good. The Bud Light looks phenomenal.
I made it a little bit wider, but that's okay. Whatever. Not a big deal.
Who's the closest to Dad Bod to go beat the crap out of this guy? Who is it? You, Mark? West Coast? Rico goes like Kramer. Slam the money on the counter. I'm out. Out of the contest. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell me about the stadium.
No, I was laughing. Yeah, it's just again just picking at it and starting an idea, going, and then just adding on, and then this is my favorite out of the 3, but it's just kind of.
This is the one, Doug. Oh, look at the Bombers bar with the Doom. Ugh.
Who was saying it? I think it was Doug who said it, the guy who went before me, who said just like using a prop and beating the absolute piss out of it. That's what I felt I did on this one. I beat the absolute piss out of the hot dog stand.
Yep, so there they are.
Using that one for a bit, but
more retired numbers.
Yeah, and just retired numbers that you can make using the blue letters, just because it's different,
right?
Than using the red ones once again. Right?
Yep. The rocks built in and the signs pointed different ways and the 42. These are the ones that really make me mad because it seems like such a simple thing, but no one here thought of it. And it works perfectly. And that's why we want to fight you now, Dad Bod. Because stuff like that. It's such a great idea. And the KNNU and the Sewell's Casino is all it looks so good. Yeah, I think that's part of the brilliance of your parks, is that you make these like 3-deck stadiums look so small and confined and congested and just amazing. It seems like it causes for less that you have to fill. And then you can, throw everything on top of each other in a fun way like you did over here, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this bar. I think it's hitting into different levels and stuff on the in left field, Boomers bar or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
table, like the counter seating and stuff on the left.
So nothing really hit first. Nothing. Kind of jolted the
idea.
Yeah,
it was probably the counter seating in left and having it like normal seat section on each side kind of thing, and then just kind of I don't know what goes on in my brain sometimes when I build. I just go to a section, work on it for a while, then go to another section, work on that for a while, and back and forth. Like I've seen Sewell do it on stream. I'm kind of similar to that. Just kind of,
ZZZ boy says, I'm glad I'm not a judge. Yeah, this is going to be so hard, fellas. Why'd I have to pick this year to be a frickin' judge? Oh. And like I said in the rules, there's no real rubric. Just for whatever reason the judges, whatever reason you like a stadium better than another is completely up to you. I mean, just because I want to, I think having more variety kind of takes people's taste out of it, and then, well, not out of it, but it levels out the playing field more, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's freaking awesome, Dad Bod. And so you started in left field with the counter style and kind of built around from there.
Yeah, and then just I don't know. I just kind of go, and then I love having like decks and like standing room only. I just wish we had a little bit more memory so that I could put more people in it.
Yeah.
Because it is like, for me, that's the last thing I put in. And I try to leave a certain amount of percent in for them, and then like I ended up having grass in left field in between the convention center there and the entrance. That was all grass, but I had to delete it for more memory to put some more fans in, right? Like, it's crazy.
Excellent, dude. Welcome to Crowfoot Field. Definitely one of your best ever for certain. Definitely one of the best of 2025. I'll have to try to sneak it into a regular stadium extravaganza. Who else? You and Murph. I got to try to sneak your stadiums in because I like to show them. And because I don't usually put the live stadiums in the file, the database of all the stadiums. So I'm going to have to sneak these guys in. They're amazing. So, I mean, is this the one you're leaning towards, Dad Bod? Because it
Yeah,
sure...
This is the one. This was the one all along. Yeah.
Okay, so Crowfoot Field, folks. I mean, think about it. Is this one better than Murph's? Is this one better than Turtles? Is this one better than Doug's? And there's just so much. It's like, of each stadium, there's so much to marvel over. It's going to be a tough ride for these judges and myself. Not gonna lie. Ugh. All right, Mark. Ugh. Why do you guys gotta make this so hard for us? Yeah, and I just re-recorded those, and after seeing Dad's Bod and then going back to yours, I was like, yeah, these are fun changes. I think it's such a great challenge. I think it's such a fun.
I thought it was a blast. I had a great time with it. So, I look forward to getting into 26 and seeing what's different, and maybe something else like that down the road would be a lot of fun.
Hold on, I'm going to take my headset. Don't say anything real quick. I'm going to take my headphones out so I can untangle some cords. Getting a little restricted here. Okay. What's okay. Now we're good. All right, you still there?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
We got to plug it all the way in.
Okay, now can I hear you?
Can you hear me now?
There you are. Okay. Woo!
That was the worst Verizon commercial ever.
All right, what do we got here? I'm already liking what I'm seeing.
So, River City Yards, and I think I have a little delay because I got you on TV. But yeah, this is the last park that I actually built. This was my end game for 25.
Did I show this one?
No, if you did, you just recorded it because I just sent it to you maybe a week ago.
It looks familiar. I think I recorded it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This was the last park I sent you. So this is the last park I built. So I like to build stadiums that I feel like I would actually visit, parks that I would actually go to, parks that might actually get used.
Absolutely.
And maybe they're a little off. There's still, I got a lot of rookie things in there where I like lining things up, but I like to make it fit with the space that I've earmarked for it. So I like big open outfields like we discussed before, and I like water. So put this franchise. So I actually have changed it to Music City Yards now for my use for my franchise team.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to build another river park, and I wanted another big downtown. So I kind of just started with creating this flat outfield surface and then building around it. Probably the biggest thing for me on this one is the background. I like to make sure is bright at night. So I went with the Ferris wheel for some kind of Atlanta vibes over there.
Nice.
I went with the lighthouse right on the river, so I could get that light in there. Of course, the big St. Louis building in the background because it lights up better than everything else. But my favorite buildings are the ones that are like dead center, where I've combined two together to make one giant structure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I like the way it lights up at night. It looks more like what a downtown building would look like lit up at night.
And
to me,
if I ever use the downtown, I always try to hide the stupid cone one. Or this pyramid on top of the stadium. I can't stand that building.
Well, I don't like that it's right dead in center field, and that top does look a little disjointed. Like it didn't fully grow in the womb. So,
so yeah, I always hide that. Yeah. Now, you said rookie mistake in lining these up. I think it makes sense if it's a little further away from the stadium. Or from the field, and it's concourses or
right,
concessions.
And right on the river walk there. So
yeah, so it makes sense lined up like that.
And then I also wanted to make sure that, I had plenty of seating out there still, because you still wouldn't have. So I put some areas where we could hit a couple different things, a couple of casitas right behind right beside the batter's eye, and then the two decks beside that, and then the home run deck on that. And that whole thing obviously is custom. That's all scoreboards and concourse that I built that out of. In left field, and then of course your favorite concession stand.
Yes, I want me a canoe dog.
I mean, who doesn't? So, my favorite part of this park though is because I like doing the outside, even though I know you're never going to see them. In my mind's eye, I know what it looks like out there when I'm playing in it, and this is probably my favorite outside that I've done in terms of using the building and grass and everything. So if you go all the way out of the back of the park, like behind home plate, that's and around, yeah, this
is all looking really good.
I love that building for facing off stadiums now because I like the glass look.
Yeah.
And then, so I went all the way around with this one.
It works.
Is the best that I've ever done to tie it together. And then the home plate entryway, I actually used 3 different buildings to combine together to kind of get that shape there for the entryway for home plate to kind of make that whole plaza work for me. So, and when I'm playing in this park, this is my favorite park to look at night. And I think you'll especially appreciate the radio tower at night when you light it up.
So refresh my memory. Franchise Road to Show. What?
This one is for franchise. I have 3 different franchises. I have my Florida Manatees, which was the park you did. I'm using this one for the Nashville Stars. And there's look at the radio tower, a little clip. There you go.
Yeah.
I had to make sure we got in there.
That does look really, really good.
So I use this one for my Nashville Stars franchise. And then I have a New Orleans Blues franchise, which you may have recorded the stadium for that too, because I just submitted it also.
Okay, probably.
Recently. So there's a chance. So this for me is not, it's not the most, I don't know how to put it. It's not the most target friendly ballpark. There's a lot of seats, but for me, this is the 3 stadiums I submitted are the ones that I had the most fun playing in. And I love playing in this park. And I love how the background looks when I'm playing in this park.
Well, yeah, the fun playing in the parks is what kind of escalates anybody else's park that, is more of a favorite for me. Like,
right.
Some people, they don't do the layers as much, and like all the field level seating is, not like cut off or anything, so it goes all the way to the back, and the only place you're going to hit a home run is into some kind of seats. And when they look great, that's like, wow, great job. But to me, what takes it to that next level is when they can, add the seats back there, but still add in the layers and the targets and all that stuff. And that's what takes it, to like, a whole different level of ballpark to me, is that it's beautiful to look at. It's great to play in here, but is it really fun and more, like more enjoyable to play in a park with your...
And this being my first year, I'm still combing old videos that you guys have done for the last several years, trying to find ideas that I can try to restructure. Like, I don't know. I'm sure somebody's done it before, but like just going through and figuring out different ways people have used flags. I decided to use towers and sink them as low into the ground as I could to do flags on each end of the stadium there. And then the closing it off, like you've seen some of the other guys and how well they close it off. I just went in. I'm not gonna lie, I stole a lot of your ideas. So all of you built this stadium, whether you like it or not. So you got yourself to blame. But yeah, this for me has become, about if I'm building the park, is this a park I want to go to? And for me, this is a park I want to go to.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? This would be an amazing place to watch a ball game.
Yeah, and that's what I go for at this is what to me would look like a place that when my wife and I make our bucket list of which stadiums do we want to go to, which is obviously all of them, but the order that we want to go to, I want this to be high up the list.
Scotty says he likes the Hit It Here Cafe. Love it. Highly realistic. The outside is very nice. Great all around build. Very clean and complete. While not seeing him play in the game, I love a good looking exterior as well. I love that Radiator Tower, says Dad Bod. Especially when it blends together the way I like that. Love the parks that look real, stadiums and games where everything makes sense. Actually, definitely, yeah. This is absolutely a gorgeous stadium, Jeff. If this is your,
I don't know if he's watching. A lot of this kind of idea for me, this came from watching. Like when I first started watching stadium videos, I found Gopper Gaming first. And I loved his ballparks.
Yeah, he's got some beautiful looking ballparks.
Yeah, and he's got one that he posted on Reddit for Nashville that I keep checking every once in a while to see if he's uploaded it yet because I want to go use it. I've used a couple of his other ones in France. I used Publix Park that he built for the Tampa Bay Rays in franchise mode. I downloaded Charlotte, and I was going to use that, but then I decided to build this instead for Nashville. After I built this, I was like, I'm just going to change this from River City to Music City. And then I added in some other signage that you're not seeing on here for Nashville. But yeah, this is
I need to do this more regularly.
Franchise park.
Start sending myself the screenshots because that's a slideshow / thumbnail if I ever saw one. Absolutely gorgeous.
It honestly, that almost exact shot is my desktop background at work. So when I start getting upset with work and I need some motivation, I'd close everything and go, we're going to go home and do some of this.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah. You guys have hooked me. I've become a total nerd.
It really is addicting because you see other people's builds and it gives you ideas and you want to just drop what you're doing and go in the other room and start building a stadium.
Exactly. And here's the thing, like I tinkered with it in 24. I built 2 ballparks and I went back and looked at them recently and they suck. They're awful.
We've all been there, bro.
I'm sitting there looking at them like, oh God, if I'd just went and looked at those before I started building this year, I would have just been like, yeah, no, you're not good at this. Just use the parks that are there. But I got laid off and I started watching videos and I was like, well, maybe, I've got a lot of downtime on my hands. Let's start building some parks. And next thing I know, it's to the point where my poor wife's like, are you seriously building another ballpark? And I'm like, yeah. You're not doing drugs.
That's true. I want everyone to appreciate the scope of the stadium, how big it is. Right now, I am fully zoomed back, and there's not a square centimeter of part that doesn't look like part of a real city where a real ballpark would lay. I can't go any further back.
I wanted to get as much square. I wanted it to feel like the busiest downtown you've ever been in.
It's going to be tough to not pick this one. Do you have something better?
This stadium does not host one of my franchises. If you remember back, I think it was summer or fall, there was the challenge of building a Little League World Series field. And I really liked that challenge. It was a lot of fun, right?
This one's outstanding.
But this is a twist on that one. This is me taking it and making a major league version of it because I loved my Little League stadium, but it was basically like that 270-foot line stadium, where it's just not playable. You'd have 16 to 14 games if you played in that stadium. So this is taking it and making, instead of for a Little League World Series, this is my version of what I would build in Cooperstown for an exhibition stadium, much like you have Fawcett Field for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. This is Legends Field built at Cooperstown for exhibition games at the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
So
much like out in Iowa, you have that Field of Dreams stadium, and they have neutral site games there multiple times a year. The intent would be that this stadium would be used for that purpose.
Are you from Texas?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay. Because
No,
A.
I'm
Sanders here
particularly-
says, coming from a Texas boy, this does give me a little bit of a Riverwalk vibe on San Antonio. Love it.
Yep, that's exactly the Riverwalk in San Antonio is what inspired it. My wife and I visited San Antonio a couple of years ago and enjoyed the Riverwalk quite a bit.
Because I
like
thought
San Antonio is a beautiful city.
Because I thought if you were from Texas, I could have A. Sanders jump you. Because he seems to be the closest to you right now. Because I'm looking at the stadium and I'm incredibly irritated because it's so freaking good. So it all came from the Little League Challenge, right, from Sewell?
Correct.
And then you just kind of built a Big League Burgers, and it's fantastic. The circular deck that curves around with the blue on either side, absolutely stunning. And then you kind of got a makeshift garage door here with the...
That's your field access.
Yep, and the little pond in here, bleacher seats, it's all just good.
You can walk right into the new Hall of Fame building. So this is saying, let's still have that building that dates back to like the 1920s that houses the Hall of Fame. But this is sort of the modern version of that, a big, huge hall with maybe a hotel, restaurants, all of that built into that center field structure, and you can walk right out of it and onto that plaza with the championship trophy and the Hall of Fame circle, and then underneath that, direct access to the stadium itself directly behind the batter's eye.
C-Dad is a player in his reality, and he sells it well. You're getting damn. I love this stadium. This looks interesting. C-Dad is a player in reality, and he sells it well. Turtle JM, I would love to see someone recreate Ponce de Leon Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Are you a regular guy? Do I just not recognize your gamer tag or your YouTube ID? It's a new name to me, so I always get excited when I see new names. Sorry. Murph says it just looks so real. How about right field? What's going on in right? This little corner's fantastic.
Yeah, so right field, what I try to do with both right field and left field to tie, because that's something I think we all struggle with, is the corners just don't fit well with this tool. It's really hard to transition from that traditional field level seating into outfield seating. So this is the corners were all about having sort of picnic areas, berms that are directly accessible from concession stands, and again, multi-layers to look super realistic, and tying those outfield concourses over to the concourses that wrap around by home plate. One of the things that I have in here too, if you kind of go push further back into the right field corner, I make use of those parking ramps. I can't remember who it was that I saw use that trick, but you'll see the parking ramps all over the place because I like to create that. Once I borrowed that trick, I thought, well, you know what, baseball stadiums need to be ADA compliant. So that's how obsessive I am about creating stadiums that are truly realistic.
Right, I remember talking to you about that last year. I think I've seen Sandman Dan use the ramp. I've seen Schmitty use the ramp. I feel like we just showed a stadium with a ramp. Maybe it was a Doug, Fresh One X Masterson.
It could have been. I don't know who beat me to it first, but again, it's one of the benefits of our community, right? Is we see stuff
that
other people do that works well, and we use it. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I showed this one. This one is absolutely phenomenal.
And then if you zoom all the way out, you can literally appreciate the entire complex that's built around it, because it's more than just the stadium. There's additional parking at the Hall of Fame itself. There's a shopping center.
A little pond or lake back here.
Yeah, and that bear, by the way, is I keep meaning to post a highlight. I actually hit a home run into that bear's mouth.
Into the mouth? That's awesome.
Yes.
Did it like land there and stick there, or did it just hit it and then bounce off?
it bounced off. I really wanted it to like stick in his mouth and just stay there, but it bounced off.
I mean, the balls land on water and they don't roll down a pool, or they don't sink in or float or bob up and down in water, and so why not have it land in the mouth and stay there?
Well, and the whole intent of exactly how that bear is positioned is so that it is possible to either land a ball in his mouth or bounce it off of his tongue. And it did happen once.
Roofs are the other one. If you have a low enough roof and you hit a home run and the slant is down, the ball will hit there, but still just magically stick to the roof instead of roll down. But yeah, I didn't realize you dig in here and there's a lot of water that you don't realize from certain angles.
Exactly.
Fantastic. How the heck do you pick which one out of your three, man? You haven't even seen the third one yet.
No, I'll leave it up to the voting public.
Oh, you're going to let
I trust their collective. Yeah,
let the fellas decide.
I will say that I loved Riverwalk Park. It was a lot of fun to build, but this is the one that I'm most fond of, and there's a couple of reasons. One, I think it's the most realistic looking stadium I've built so far, and a lot of that has to do with just how the corners tie together. I think the corners tie together really well, and this is a perfect example of my personal preference for building stadiums that are low and wide, so that if you go to the top seat, the top row in the top part of the stadium behind home plate, you can see every part of the field. And I'll see stadiums that folks build that I think are fantastic. They're beautiful, but there are different parts of the stadium where you can't see 2/3 of the field. And that's where this one for me really, really came together in regard to that. So low and slow, and with the various tiers of the stadium being just a little further back, particularly behind home plate, left field, and right field.
I didn't unmute. I'm sorry. I was
okay.
I had a scratch in my throat and trying to cough through. It definitely gives me like a Detroit vibe, because I think Detroit's only 2 decks now, and Pittsburgh also. And you're right, it's definitely low to the ground and wide, and I one of the few where you don't use your normal building to face off the outside.
No.
And what makes me mad about it is you use the same building, but it still looks so different every time you do it.
Well, this one you see that's the gymnasium prop, right? That provides the bulk of the facing. I got that. I borrowed that from my Honolulu ballpark, Aloha Park. That was intended to mimic, water, flowing water, as well as I think the skylights on the top of the building resemble stitches from a baseball. So to me, it was a nice blend for that stadium, and it just worked well here.
Yep, here's all the ramp. Whoop, did I unmute? Yes, I did. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So that ramp that gives you access to that upper portion of the left field bleachers, and then you've got another ramp down that goes down.
And then there's the bridge looks great with the grill on it. Now, here's an idea for a prop. Give us a ramp of concourse.
Yes, I'd love that.
Instead of just, the ones that, like these guys that, you use for bleachers, just make that wider. Because I'll see a lot of people do one of these, and they'll put a bunch of them together. But, yeah, I think we could really use just a plain ramp. Sorry, I'm not going to end up putting that back where you had it the right way. I apologize for my throat right now, fellas. I think I need to go to the doctor. It's an ongoing thing back there. Anything else on this stadium?
For a few hours too.
I'm sorry?
No, I think I said you've been streaming for a few hours, so that's going to strain your throat.
Yeah, it's we're on 7 now, I think.
Exactly.
Holy shit! It's after midnight. I should get to bed. I have to get up early Monday.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. This custom scoreboard and right. One of the things I like to do with my stadium names is to do that little arching with the lettering. It just gives it a sort of a nice classic look.
Yep, it's gorgeous. I should have been doing this the whole time and sending myself screen caps because I want to do that more. I don't know if you were watching earlier, but while I took dinner break, I didn't want to close the stream, so I've been putting up old thumbnail pictures of people's stadiums just as something to look at while people are. So
there you go.
Yeah, I don't want to have all the big guns represented, and you're certainly a big gun. So that's it. We move on to Stadium 3.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah, here it is. Tell me about it. So it was obviously for the challenge.
It was for the challenge, and I'm like, you like hitting targets, you like hitting things, and I'm like, and there's like a lot of stuff at the time you were showing, and I just saw stuff in general. I'm just gonna mash it all into one with the. So I have like a party boat in left field, Phil's party boat, and then I got in center field. I did an entire like mall area to make it like a little bit of a skyline to match with the sand and the ocean and everything. And then in right field, I had to do it. I put a Stadium Center like resort casino in right field. And then all the canoes everywhere and a little river, like Stadium River, to go around with concessions and a grill and an under curved deck. I did another curved deck for this one. Under the curved deck is like an actual grill. You can canoe.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now where? Oh, Schmitty's. We got to see Schmitty's stadiums too. What was I looking for?
Is there more than 14? Because I say, you said 14 the other day. I'm like.
Well, we got up to at least. I think we got up to at least 20. We had 20 last year too. I would like to hear that we beat the record. So hopefully, like a Texas Ags will find this tomorrow or later tonight, and they'll want to get in, and I'll definitely show their stadiums for them. Let's see, already. Oh, okay. So I did already show this one. All right. So I recorded it, and it's already been on the stream. All right. Yeah, the canoes blending in the water. That's all good. The canoe mall on the back. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the canoe on the fountain.
Yep. Oh, the canoes. Phil's party boat is fun. Yeah, it's fantastic. Pretty standard round and behind, right? Except for this right here. That's cool. This little fun area under here is also different. Using this building's a great idea. I never realized with how good these windows work. I'm not crazy about the fact that like you lose this row of them, but if you spin this around, because I discovered this building for Jay Tangi's remix that I did. You know, if you hide that and just use the one layer,
the shorter side,
then yeah, it's good stuff. Whoops, shoot, no, I got that in the wrong spot. Sorry, dude. Was it like that?
It leaves a little back, but close enough.
So this is the one that you've been leaning on?
Yeah, so this is the one I've been leaning on. It just feels right.
Everybody else, what do you think? Sandman. Big Dog Sandman. So did Sandman Dan move over to Twitch? Everyone's saying 3. Murph says Def 3. Doug says Def 3. Jeff 3. Z 3. Scotty 3. Sandman Dan 3. Yeah, it looked like Sandman Dan made the switch over to Twitch.
I had a couple of people ask me, why didn't you put the? Because I made a stadium for an actual YouTube creator. Like, oh, why didn't you put that one in? I'm like, that one's not even. It felt like it wasn't as creative as the ones I just put in right now, because it was literally a warehouse stadium that's supposed to be for like because the person wanted it to be like Costco-esque for how you play in it, but I made it that it was to represent the YouTuber and the company he works for called John Boy Media.
Well, like John Boy, like.
Oh no, Shelfie, that's the YouTuber.
Oh, okay. Yeah, John Boy. He's a guy who does Yankee stuff.
Yeah, he works for him. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Are they the guys that put all the wiffle ball videos out in the warehouse?
Burr's Warehouse. Yep, the warehouse. Yep.
I'm so jealous.
That's what the stadium I did for him was based off. It was called the JM Warehouse Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and
I'm so jealous of that.
I decided not to put it in here.
I would love an indoor wiffle ball for winter. We did it one year at what we have. It's called the Main Street Armory. It's basically they turned it into an old gym, and we taped down lines, and they had like this row of seating that went around the whole up towards the top of the building. And that was the home run fence at one point, and it was so much fun. I think I may have showed video of it, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can see it from the ISS. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this is the one to go with, huh?
Oh yeah, I think so too.
All right, Shady Gaming, folks, with RDL or RD44, right?
Mm-hmm. Ricky Davis 44. I know you said it wasn't his number, but at the time, I'm like, oh, 44, Ricky Davis.
Yeah. Ricky Davis is we call him the best player in the league, the best all-around player. We would always say, hey, we need to play Ricky Davis. So I hate that it stuck, but it did. There's just no turning back now. It's the Ricky Davis League. All right, well, here it is. Yeah, look at all these great, these big marble walls. Fantastic. And I always love stuff like this, where it's solid straight down here, but over here it's more of an overhang. That kind of thing is fantastic to me. I love that look. There's the beach bums. Okay, remember you talking about that? And then there's the pool and everybody hanging out in here. So the idea behind this was this was great too. The blue windows, hiding the rest of the building and using these windows. I remember gawking over that when I showed this on the stream. It looks fantastic over here with the water and the fountain. Yeah.
Yeah, and in left field bleachers up above, I think I took that idea from either Murph or someone else.
Yep. Using one of the Wrigley buildings, always a good move.
Right.
Because they have the natural railings for the bleachers.
And I used the clubhouse in front and above it.
Yep, that looks good too. I like hiding the MLB part. I think they look much better. Fantastic, bro. This one's really good too.
And then center field behind, I used them all.
Carmen's dad says he loves the marble. Gopper Gaming says right field is nice.
Yeah, the marble looks good. I like it too.
Yeah, I did a stadium where I overused the marble, and I think the way I overused it was I used it for the floor, I used it for the walls, I used it for all kinds of different stuff, and it looked bland. The way you did it just blended in the ice cream to it and the sausage, and the gaps are just right, and the signage helps. It just looks fantastic. And then you got the entrance here, the Osprey taking you out into the outlet mall where you added more concessions and stuff. Absolutely fantastic. So you went with the marble. I mean, you got a lot in too. 35,000 people using a lot of concourse pieces. That's a memory eater, and you still pulled it off. Fantastic.
Thank you. That is my favorite stadium.
Oh, yours is going to be tough too, because you've had a couple other really good ones since. I like this guy standing up in the corner too, behind the eagle. This is great work, dude. Yeah, I remember you hit us with the Oculus, and then it's been nothing but uphill from here. Great stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, center field I think is my favorite part of this whole build. With the hidden clubhouses kind of, and the fountain, and that one window with the white hiding the rest of it. Really, really, really good look. And then blending the ice cream places in too. Excellent. Yeah, so far this is my vote. I don't know, the first one's really good too. The first one, Gopper Gaming, kind of gave me Gopper Gaming vibes. The Osprey. And I've said this before too, bigger letters. We need bigger letters up there, I think, too. Yankee Stadium size, where it's written in left center field there, above the bleachers.
Yeah, we need numbers too to put on the.
Oh my God, the numbers!
Outfield
Not
wall.
kidding. because even if they can't put the distances on the wall, if they gave us better numbers to put near spots, I think that would be better than nothing. But you got to give us the home run distances right on the wall.
Right.
Yeah, good work. Any details I'm missing? Any ideas behind it that I'm missing?
No, I think you got everything.
It's fantastic. Because look at it. Look at this. How many times have you heard me say this? If they can show the distance while you're moving it, why on earth can't it be on the wall already? And then when you just stop moving it, that's where it stays. It's a mystery to me. Like sometimes I feel like it wasn't a baseball person who put these together, who put this tool together.
I'll send it in. But
yeah,
I'll probably take a break until next month after this.
This one, Scotty.
Yeah. I haven't spent as much time in this one as I had in the other two, but.
So, okay, yep. To go with the marble, it kind of blends with the colors with the stacked stone of hiding the green.
Well, who was it that had it a couple of videos ago that had all the green fountains pointing inward together? Kind of looked like the
Doug. It was a remix.
Yeah,
Doug's remix of Flip a Plan B.
That's right. So that was I was like, damn, that looks good. I can't copy it this fast. Like I gotta wait So I definitely started with the fountains and everything. Like, all right, maybe if they've switched them all in, maybe I can do something different with it. So
yeah, it's a little frustrating right now because I've got a lot of inspiration the past couple of days recording so many You'd think I'd be sick of this with how many stadiums I've just looked at in the past 48 to however many hours, but it's given me a lot of ideas for builds, but I got to hold on to them till 26. I don't. Because I use my stadiums and it takes me so long to build a stadium anyway with all the tweaks and all that stuff. But yeah, so you said you started with the fountain on this one?
Yeah, just kind of wrapped around. Now, around behind. Well, yes, I guess right field's got a little different, kind of break the seating up there. And then the plaza level luxury and right field. The arches, they actually have like concessions. I'm sorry, in left field. Oh, I've done that twice tonight. In left field, the arches, there's like some concessions and stuff behind.
Oh, okay, yeah, you see him peeking through. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize the grill had their TVs on it too, or maybe.
Yeah, that one's in a game. That one's facing just perfect, where you can see the TVs up there from the batter's box.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Nicely done in here. Oh, there's your horse.
Oh yeah, I can see. I hide one in every build, and I honestly, I kind of forget where I put them.
I
know that
so I never look for
the last one. I know he was in one of those canoes right outside of right field. I couldn't tell you. He was probably driving the train or something in the one before that. But sometimes I'll just throw him in a random seat. But yeah, it's like my checklist is: did I change the walls? Did I change the foul poles? And did I put a horse in here? So.
Okay, should I know this? SBG, what's that for?
Schmitty B Gaming.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good old Schmitty. Is Schmitty still around? We still have to see his stadiums. I don't even know what his stadiums are. I don't think he emailed me his. But yeah, another tough choice for you, Scotty. But I mean, you still have probably a handful of stadiums that are worthy that didn't even make the conversation. But my vote's
well,
the
that's
second
why
one so
I'm
far.
torn. So I'll go with the consensus on whatever. Well, what the people who are left, what they might think. But
all right, fellas.
You know,
So Scotty needs help. Which one of these three moves on? Doug says, Scotty, this is an awesome park, but I'm a bit turned around now because I love the Ferris wheel one. Oh, he's in a conundrum too.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck. So
at one point, Doug did say, "I'm not voted against the Ferris wheel."
Well, I kind of feel like when we were looking at Tangi's build earlier with the pier, like way across the river, I was like, I just sucked that thing right up to the left field wall. But kind of had that same water and right and Ferris wheel and left. So,
do we have anybody left on YouTube still attributed Arch? Are you still there, Rico? Oh, Gopper Gaming says 3. Yeesh. I'm going 2. The fun in the splash shot, any splash shot is fun to me, whether it's in a pool or a fountain or whatever. I love my splash shots. The Ferris wheel's phenomenal. My vote's 2. This city's great. Ugh. I mean, even the first one. Definitely 2 or 3, but the first one is, belongs in a conversation.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to include just like, I guess what a smaller build kind of in stadium size anyway. It's still a big build with the city and the trains and everything, but yeah, I've been 2 was kind of where what I had in my head.
You got 2 more 3s though with Doug and Murph.
Yeah, now just looking at it on the screen, but no, that's why I'll leave it up to y'all.
Sharky says Ferris wheel is a great concept, but I agree that 3 is better for competition. See, I don't know. I think the Ferris wheel will stick out better in judges' minds, but again, it's ultimately your call, dude.
So we're pretty split between 2 and 3 in the chat.
Yeah, mostly 3 though.
Okay, man.
Doug,
I was hoping everybody
did you
just
officially
go
move
with what I was hoping.
Maybe you need another day. Let new blood see it tomorrow.
Nah.
I mean, we're at like half the peak audience right now, so.
All right, but if the majority's going 3, oh, I just saw Arch say 2 on TV. I'm watching on YouTube on my TV.
Gotcha. Yep, Arch has a 2. Gopper says 3 is clean, but 2 had some creative use of props in the lighting. That's why I'm torn. Yeah, that's a great take. This one is cleaner, probably more realistic.
This is what I'll say. I'm going to say it's 2, unless for any reason the chat goes. I know it's a pretty close right now, but I'm probably going to stick with 2. That's kind of what I had in my head before.
Yeah, 2 is your original instinct. So yeah.
Oh man.
3. Doug says he's also torn. 3 has that complete feel. And then early on, he said, "I'm not betting against the Ferris wheel." And then he sees this one to turn around that quickly. It shows you how good this one is too.
Right. Well, I think that this one probably is just a little bit more complete feeling. But I also, somebody said that it doesn't have that standout feature, so it could kind of get washed out.
This one doesn't have the standout feature.
Well, I mean, like the Ferris wheel is going to be something that's like, all right, yeah,
the fountain is pretty standout. I was actually about to make that exact point. I was like,
well, shit.
I said the Ferris wheel is a good standout feature, but this fountain is too.
This one.
I mean, your eyes are drawn to it immediately as soon as you open the stadium. Now, this is hilarious. Murph goes, in one text he goes, "Go with your gut, man. Go with it." And then you said, "I guess I got to go with 2." And then Murph goes, "Ugh, unfriended."
Damn.
I mean, it's hard to go wrong either way. No matter what you guys do, this is going to be a nightmare to try to rank these freaking stadiums.
Right. I'm glad I'm not a judge. I can't even pick my own stadium. So, but
that damn Sewell abandoned me tonight. The concourses in the corner stand out to me too. In this one or the other one? This is standout. This looks all good over here. I mean, anytime you pull
the more
off
we
great
stay on
corner,
this one, the more.
flip a coin.
Right.
You can't.
Shit, I wish Sawyer was awake.
Oh, there you go. Sawyer helped you pick it out.
Yeah.
That's how I picked the thumbnail. I couldn't pick.
Well, if it was up to him, his favorite build of mine this year was the moon base one.
That one, yeah, that was great. I used that as in the slideshow.
All right, the coin just said number 3.
All right, Schmitty says I thought Scott had another fountain or river. One in the center that could have been entered too. I think that's the one that he was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Schmitty.
What
there was like a waterfall
side or something like that.
It was a waterfall flowing next to the batter's eye.
Yeah, that one. Well, I got into each one of these this week just to kind of re-look, especially at that train one. I really didn't play in much, but I remember really, really liking it. I kind of got back in just to kind of see, and I got into that one, and it's kind of, I mean, outside of the center field, and I know everything you're going to see in the game and everything, but like the outside of that, it just didn't seem complete like these did to me. So
Moonbase Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, that's the moon one.
Yeah, I think if Oceanside is the one that he's referring to.
Which one you said it was? Oceanside?
Yeah, Oceanside Diamond, I think is what it was called. And then that Lone Canoe Park I made had all the like gray modern row house buildings with like all the different level waterfalls coming off it too. So I think I definitely had a waterfall themed summer for my builds.
Yeah, I had one of your stadiums saved on my thing for a long time in my bank because I wanted to play in them. Yeah, I'm
nice.
gonna find an Oceanside off the top. Maybe let me do by stadium side. All right, man. I feel like I can't abandon you right now. I gotta wait till you pick your stadium. Did you go with the flip? Are you gonna?
I'm going with the flip. Yeah, I mean,
which was the flip? What is it?
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oceanside Diamond, Scotty Warren. There you are. Okay. Yeah, that was a good build. All right, so this is your winner, folks. I mean, I think you had enough people in the chat.
Yeah,
to help convince you that too. You do have the standout feature with the waterfall. So Urban Oasis in San Diego, California, will represent Scotty Warren in the Stadium of the Year contest. Outstanding.
Nice, I like it.
Scotty, you're one of my guys, man. I always say you're one of the GOATs.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Of course, every time, we appreciate you all too. So
you and I think Sluggish Moth probably have the most stadiums that I love to play in because of your levels, and they're still clean and realistic. But
yeah, say every time, I know he hadn't posted or submitted a lot this year. But yeah, it'd be funny because Sluggish Moth would have a build that you'd be showing off. I'm like, damn, that looks good. Like, and then people started saying like, you guys build fairly similar. I was like, oh, that's why. Because he's like, yeah, I can see it now. But like, we've got a lot of very similar styles and seating and layers and stuff. So
I still have a lot of Sluggish Moth in my vault right now. So yeah.
Cool. Well, you're about to have a few more of mine, so I'll just
send them in, man.
I'll just blast you with my
do me a favor.
Week and a half of boredom stadiums.
Add the rail yard to it, would you?
Okay. Yeah.
You can do it in one form if you want. I'll record them all probably this week just because I want them done and ready to edit. And there's one big project I'm working on that I've talked about before, but I'm not going to say it now until I have it complete and ready to go. But I have mentioned it before.
Cliffhanger.
It's not a super big deal, but I think it'll be fun, and I'll get a lot of shit for it, and I can't wait to do that one either.
Nice.
All right.
Cool. Hey, thanks, Phil, and thanks to all the guys out there. It's been fun. Looking forward to 2026.
Yep, we'll see what happens. So tell me about Nike Park. You said this is based on renderings.
Yeah, so this is also another one that it's the Zidell Yards site. So it'd be the same thing. It's like the view from that. It's right on the Willamette River.
Yep, and I remember it being really close to a bridge. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's got the two bridges surrounding it, yeah.
Ugh, this is good, dude. This is amazing. This
was the first one
This whole open part, with the river and everything right there, that's amazing. And
this is the first time I played around with the lighting a lot too.
Oh, okay.
So this one was actually because I don't usually do stuff beyond too much, but this was the first one where I actually turned on night mode and tried to make the background a lot better.
Oh, this is great. I have noticed this trend a lot lately. Stadiums making weird shapes out of their scoreboards. Like Colorado and Los Angeles, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head, the Dodgers. But definitely Colorado. Miami has the weird one, right? That slant.
Yeah, it's got the weird.
That's a cool
right
touch.
center, yeah.
That's a very cool touch. Ugh.
Yeah.
And then pretty standard around and behind on this one, although you did the custom booth. And then it goes all the way down the first baseline too. Fun.
Yeah, it's like the box seats kind of thing.
So I've seen you play as the Mariners before in your franchise. Are you from that area, or are you from someplace else?
Yeah, I'm in Oregon.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I grew up in the Northwest.
So are you fighting for this
Mariners
Portland?
thing.
Would you love the Portland?
Oh yeah, I would love it.
I know.
I was hoping the A's would move there, but
yeah. I knew a big plus for Portland is it gives Seattle a closer place to travel, because every road game for them is a rough plane ride. It seems like, right? Because they're so far north and west.
Yeah, they travel the most of any team right now. So
Vancouver would be nice too. I know Vancouver's been whispered about, but I don't think anything ever major.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother 2 years ago, he went on a cruise in Alaska. They flew into Seattle, took a train to Vancouver, and then got on the ship there. And he said he liked Vancouver better than Seattle.
They're both pretty awesome cities. They're two of my favorites. Yeah.
Nice. I haven't done much out west. I've been to LA really once. I mean, I've been to the airport twice. For Vegas, we flew back to LA and then went back east. So I've been to the airport twice, but yeah, I've only been to LA once. I had a buddy who had relatives out there, and we stayed with them for a couple days. It was like this time of year too. It was during February break out here. We saw a Laker game. We saw the Spurs whoop the Lakers because Magic had just retired, and I think who the hell was that guy? Is it Cedric Sabalas? Did he play for the Lakers? He was like their best player at the time. It was before they got Shaq and all those guys. So
old school, yeah.
So that was the old Forum. I love this deck that sticks out with the sign and the thing. Now it's always based on rendering. So what's your OG take? And you always have these great random walls. I remember that from last year too. I mean, it's just weird to think that such a random wall, it's just a wall, would make such a great impact, but it really does. It really adds something to the realism of the stadium, if you ask me.
Yeah, I definitely go through and do I know people talk about the checks of what they do to finalize the stadium, and one of mine is definitely would this stand on its own? Is it structurally sound kind of thing?
Yep.
So.
Yep. I mean, it sounds like a Carmen's Dad thing again there too.
Yeah.
Making sure it makes sense for it, to be in an actual stadium. I definitely cross that line a lot. I mean, I have luxury suites that are underwater. I mean, we have hotel rooms that are underwater.
It's possible.
Why can't I have luxury suite, Murph's that same spot. I did my Portland Park last year. Looks awesome. Doug says, I do that. Very cool view there in center field. I agree. Where was Vanderbilt? Right? Was what Vanderbilt?
Yeah, it was Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt threw the goalpost in the in the river.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. It's just so fun to me how like Philadelphia is probably the most famous for it. Hey, we just won the World Series. Let's trash the town.
Let's trash it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is fantastic, dude. I'm already torn. I guess I would lean this one early on. I love this open area right here where you can see the video, the city out there and the docks, and maybe there's a slight chance of a splash shot.
It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, like right here, the plate it jolts in a little bit, but you're also further from home plate, and then here you're pretty close, but then this guy kind of jolts out and breaks up the chances for it. But I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think even cleaner than the last one, and just very well done. Fun little grass.
Yeah, this one's fun to do.
Man, you guys suck. I think I might have to withdraw as a judge. I'll let someone else pick. This is going to be rough, man. Holy hell. Ugh, so many good builds. All right, anything else you want to add to this one, or should we take a look at stadium number 3?
You can go for the third one if you want.
All right, Publix Park. I think I want to grab a screen cap of this real quick. Now, let me get that. That's good. Boom. I need to start doing this regularly for everybody now that I added this little slideshow to my we'll be right back streams. I mean, I don't stream nearly as much as I should, but like I said, I think I get more views for everybody's stadiums if I put it together in a video and edit it down, even though they're still like 2 hours long.
Right.
I think they still get more hits, so more people see them that way. All right, so this one you wanted to make a new Yankee Stadium, right?
Yeah. My road to the show guy got traded to the Yankees, so I wanted a stadium to play in, and so it's like loosely inspired. Like I just wanted something like a big cathedral, but like what can you do in this with the creator to make that happen? So it's obviously there's some vague inspiration from the actual Yankee Stadium,
absolutely.
but
The bleacher creatures in right.
Right. It's more of a thematic as opposed to like trying to recreate Yankee Stadium brick by brick. It's more just like taking the essence and some of the main, most notable features and then trying to build my own thing and incorporate that.
I was a little disappointed in the new Yankee Stadium. It's nothing special to look at, and it was brand new in 2009. Nothing special to look at, but being there is much better than the old stadium. It's much more comfortable. You have better line of sight. You're not as crowded.
I've heard that.
Like a lot more space in the the concession areas and stuff like that. So in that regards, it's better. But I think on TV, I almost think the old stadium is a little bit better to look at, and they do have their own like those organic targets as far as like, even though the upper deck doesn't go very far around that second deck, the bleachers, they're set up, kind of like this is the field level, and then up here is the bleachers. So reaching the bleachers at certain points is exciting, and obviously hitting the ball over the bullpen is exciting in right center field. And then up here, but this is great. This is probably Monument Park, I'm guessing, in here with the folks here, and a great concourse. And yeah, you can see the inspiration over here for Yankee Stadium, and the walkway circles all the way around using the windows as the railing. Great fit in here. Fantastic.
So like the center field concourse is really like the custom build, like was where I started. And then I knew I wanted like a pretty big stadium, so like the whole way around from foul pole to foul pole around home plate is like 3 decks, just like kind of like Yankee Stadium. And then building the outfield between the foul poles was building the bleachers and then doing the custom sort of 2-layer center field concourse there, and making it like functional, like that you could actually move across there and enter the stands and all that, and having the concessions built in and that sort of thing.
This is all fantastic under here too.
Yeah, so this has sort of become my new template, and I will swap out like the marble for tile or for brick or whatever to match the different themes. But
Okay.
I've been keeping sort of this. This is very similar to like my last several builds in 25. I've been using sort of the same.
We might have to bulldoze Yankee Stadium and turn it into this. This is fun. Looks great. It does. It really looks. It gives you the feel of Yankee Stadium. It captures the essence of Yankee Stadium. You even put the Delta up here, and right over here is where it would say Yankee Stadium in those bigger letters. I would love to have the bigger letters. I think that would look really cool.
I used the shipping containers in the corners to make it look like kind of garage doors.
Oh, yep. Fantastic. Yep. Perfect.
But yeah, I think just trying to make something that looks like as real. Again, I like realism in my builds, and we have so few like props that are functional and realistic that you just have to repurpose so much stuff. So.
Oh, this is fantastic, bro. This one has my vote already. I love stuff like this. When it's hugged up against something and then it jolts back and then it's an overhang. I love that look. And then the bullpen, people can stand around and watch guys warm up. Who's this for? This is one of your franchise? And refresh my memory, A. Sanders, do you play with real players or do you... Oh, this looks great too. Following right around with this wiffle ball. Nice. Is my mic muted? You guys don't hear me? It doesn't say it's muted. Am I back? Yeah, he just heard me say he has a real mixture of real and fake players. Am I still good? All right. I think this is what happened the other day. It's better? Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you for Yeah, I think I need a new microphone. I think that's the next thing. Because, like, yesterday people were telling me I was too loud, then I was too quiet, and then I hear the thing and I can hear how loud it is. So, yeah, this thing is really annoying. Oh, Dennis M is new here. Hi, awesome, welcome, man. Do you create stadiums, or have you been lurking before? Or, I'm sorry, I always get excited when I see new guys. A. Sanders, this all looks fantastic. I love how this curves over into the bleachers and then also overhangs over the bullpen. That is fantastic. Love this. You're going to be hitting balls off the cold drinks and into the wiffle ball part, and then onto the scoreboard, into this deck here. I've always been a fan of this too. Mixing the two different field levels together, so it starts with a gradual slope and then it gets a little bit steeper, running into the upper deck area. That's a good look. Yeah, this whole left field is fantastic. Nice little standing room only under the luxury seats. This, I've said this time and time and again, there are not enough big league parks where luxury seats can catch a home run ball. Ah, thanks, Dennis. I'm happy to hear that, man. Yeah, you guys are telling me that you can hear me again. I think the microphone arm is stripped. So if I twist it, then it gets loose, and then I got to twist it a certain way to tighten it back up, and then I think it's twisting the cord and making the cord in rough shape. So I got to get a new microphone or a new arm. 2-decker, but it still holds 41,000. It might be just a new cable, but I mean, I've never been happy with this microphone. It's only a freaking $60 microphone, maybe 70. Yeah, this is my vote for you, A. Sanders. Did you have one in mind? Go into the right field garage. Oh, yep, I remember this too when I recorded it. That's fun. Batting cages and... Oh, look at the canoes. It looks so good. It looks so real. Like someone actually threw those canoes in there. You're not taking them to PFK nil, are you? Where the hell is that guy? He has some freaking Stadium of the Year candidates. Where's he? Last year he was a judge. Awesome, A. Sanders. Yeah, so far this seems to be everyone's choice. Dennis says, I have been creating minor and Major League Ballparks on 25, the show, since I got the PlayStation 5 last year. Been playing the show for years, but never was able to create. Okay. Well, I hope these guys have inspired you. You're watching some of the best right now. If you don't get good ideas from this guy, from these guys, I don't know who you're going to get ideas from. What do you think, A. Sanders? It sounds like this one's running away with it. Canoes from A. Sanders. Next fill is going to get an XLR mark with Soundmixer preamp and boom arm. Ugh. Well, listen, with the extra support to the channel from guys like Dennis and Mark Stevens and Greg, that stuff might be possible. So thank you so much for the support, guys. A. Sanders says I customized the right field out of scoreboard too. Which part? I customized the right field out of town score. Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. All right, I see what you did. You hid the other side and put them on top of each other. Great idea. And then the other one's going to be over here. Yep. Fantastic. Very clever. I like that a lot. I'm glad you pointed that out. I glanced by it quickly and noticed it looked a little small, but I didn't think much of it. That's a fun idea right there. I've seen some great ballparks. Yeah, you really have. These are the best. Everybody else who hasn't chimed in, do we think this is the one? A. Sanders, do you think this is the one? Another great city, another great backdrop to the stadium. Obituary Turtle seems to like your scoreboard idea. Dennis says he also gets a lot of ideas from all the real minor and major league I have visited over the years. Oh, cool. I'm a big scoreboard and center field guy, or at least someplace where I can see it. Like the one in left field would be good when you're hitting. I like to see my guys' batting averages for when they don't show them. Gopper Gaming agrees on 3. Dadbod says the scoreboard was a great idea. Sanders says 3. Yep, got to go with the boys on this one. Sewell says, I'll be right back, and my vote is number 3. Arch, yes, this one for sure. All right, A. Sanders, lock it in. Send me that email, and I will send this one to the judges to be considered for the 2025 Stadium of the Year. Great with your nature, as always, with the plants and the trees. Holy crap. Yeah, this feels like I'm inside a Zelda castle.
Yeah, I know. I built a castle, and I think it was like the second one I did.
Holy
or
crap.
third stadium I did this year. and then it was like I kind of just built from that. I was like, I thought this one turned out better.
Oh, this is
Just, like, more
fun,
going
dude.
on.
I love this path leading up, and then the thing to the that's fun.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that one building, whatever Japanese building or something that had like that dragon
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
That was it. And then just finding uses of castles and cathedrals. I think I was inspired by Sluggish Moth made like a really good like cathedral stadium last year. I remember.
Waterfall with canoes. Canoe
And I was like, I got to use
Kingdom.
that building.
Oh, look at the pond or whatever up here too. This is sweet. I like this one.
Yeah.
This,
I had a few other outside the box. It was like one that was in a cave and some other ones I did on stream, but I felt like this one was like
in a cave. That's fun.
Yeah, I thought this was the best of all of them. It was still like I had another island one that was cool, but yeah, I picked this one as my outside the box.
Murph says, "Damn, Schmitty."
I feel like a lot. I know I
works.
got friends that aren't baseball fans, but I think if they were to pick a stadium, they'd want like a castle one. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, playing the castle in this one."
This is great. I love this. Again, the way you dial up these hills and arrange the hills and all the water all looks so good. Stackstone, Stackstone is hiding things or keeping things in up there. Back down
I feel like
here
it's a
as well.
unique one. You know, like the jungle one last year. It's just like
yeah.
It's outside the box, like because I know a lot of
it's
people.
it's like a novelty stadium. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Or like the game I want to get back into because I'm missing college basketball games. I know they're supposed to make a new one. And I remember those stadiums like because there's a lot of historical colleges and they play in these really small gyms that are like really weird. It's like, oh, this could be like a historic college baseball stadium or something.
Yeah, it could be. It's fun. Or if like if they played baseball in Scotland or Ireland.
Yeah.
I feel like some of these buildings got to go around. Well, my vote is this one. This one's super fun. I like the dragon sticking out. Someone else made that comment as well. Dad Bod. Very fun. The dragon, the beast who guards the village. It's like his banner hanging off. That's awesome. And then you snuck in some ivy with this building, this castle building.
Yeah, I know this one would stand out. It was like remember Texas Eggs, his that he entered in the contest last year was so unique. That's why I was like, I know that was like my top choice for last year. I remember. Yeah, Sandman Dan one. That
Let's see.
So I figured, yeah, because it's gonna be such a hard choice to pick one. It's like, oh yeah, might as well throw an oddball in there.
This is something to make it stick out. I like this view right here.
Yeah.
This could be a thumbnail.
Yeah, that's when I got more into the custom home run walls once I was playing Diamond. I'm glad I got off Diamond Dynasty and back in the franchise. That was the one positive about stadiums being offline was I got off that Diamond Dynasty nonsense and got back in the franchise.
I wonder if I can get you guys to help me on another thing. This is Sanders says it's like if Hogwarts had a baseball. I'm about to go on break, and that's why I'm thinking of this. And I just took a nice big screenshot of this. So Schmitty, should we lock this one in? A couple of people are saying 3.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, 3.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, send that email over to me. I'd really appreciate it. I have another thing for you guys to email me with. And this is totally optional. I'm not requiring it. Obviously, it's not mandatory because it's for something definitely outside of the contest. What if you guys were to send me your screenshots? Email me your screenshots with your gamer tag and the name of the stadium. And then that would help me so much get these slideshows put together for future streams. What do we think? Is that something you guys are willing to do? Are the screenshots easy enough for you to take? If not, it's no big deal, like I said. Just the more I get, the more I can put in and make the breaks a little bit more interesting with those screenshots. I hope you guys like those, by the way. I thought it was kind of fun to mix in Murph's and Sandman Dan's Stadiums of the Year, and then some of the older ones by Arch. And my favorite of yours still to this day, Schmitty, is that Wild West one. is a thumbnail in there. So, yeah. All right, Schmitty. Great parks as always. Are you still here? Did I lose Schmitty? Okay. So, Dennis, I'll check out Harper Square when I get back. I got to feed my dog. I got to use the restroom. So we'll officially be on break. Schmitty, thank you so much for joining me. Always a pleasure to have another fellow YouTuber. If you're not following Schmitty B Gaming on YouTube yet, by all means do that. You can watch him build some of these stadiums live. Help give him ideas. Talk him through the builds. It's a lot of fun. So, oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, Schmitty, thank you, buddy. Just another one of us helping, keep the community together with some great streams and a lot of fun content. So with that, I am going to go on break to feed the dog and give him his insulin. All right, talk to me about this one. Is this another stadium from Japan? Oh, this is the one with the fancy freaking roof, isn't it? Yep, there's your bullpens hidden. There's that roof. Fantastic. So many levels back here. All the memories used up. Unbelievable. Woo. Yeah, I think I caught some of this on Soul's stream. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that, Soul. He says best retractable roof in the show. Copper Gaming says nice, exclamation point, super clean. Love that roof too. Fantastic. This end cap definitely works very well as a window. He built around the condo buildings to create that. This is the one I used to use as a door a lot. Let's see, right here, we can do it. You just find a wall, and then you hide that stuff, and boom, you got yourself a door. But again, this bottom part stuck out a lot, so if you couldn't hide the bottom part, it could ruin the door a lot. But now I just use the Sluggish Moth. This is fantastic. And then you got the clubhouse seating underneath. And the extended little restaurant seating over there. Outstanding. Yeah, I recorded this one recently. This little corner is awesome. Freaking excellent. See, this is what I always envisioned when I heard stadium creator. I want to build stands that go down a home run fence like that, right along the side of it. But the stupid green always ruins it. Wouldn't that be amazing to be able to do that? I looked at it, actually hated the way it looked and worked. Dugout slid all over the place. Are we talking about the glitch? I never used it before either, Doug. Love the roof too, Dab. I said never even built one, yeah. Murph, yeah, I played around with it, but I didn't like it. Oh, look at the all Reddit out windows. Because apparently that's not a thing we're allowed to do anymore. I mean, I get it could be a complicated thing, but it's 2025 or 2026. And it worked before. I like the funky dimensions too. Excellent. Funky restaurant in center field. Amazing. So far, this is my early vote for Arch. I can't imagine anyone voting against this one. To have to throw this in with all the amazing stadiums we've done so far is sickening to me. Sewell, are you ready to retire as a judge too? Pfizer, it's all to you, buddy. Pfizer and flip a plan B if you're here. I'm retired from everything MLB The Show after this contest. Okay. That. Anything else I'm missing, Arch? Where's my phone? My wife's texting me. Okay, nothing else in here? Okay, sorry. My wife's texting me. Says she had an emotional day. I hope that doesn't mean a baby or a mama died on her. Happens from time to time. It happened one New Year's Eve. She worked. We were going to go out to dinner, and she just came home miserable because a mother lost her baby on her shift. And I hope that's not what's happening. But when the wife texts you that, you got to look, right? Yeah, that's gorgeous. See, I think for this one, you'd want to pull back and get a look at that roof. Sammy and Dad says, wow, overhead looks great. Arch is 3 goats. Z-Boy says, my stadiums are like stick figures compared to this Mona Lisa. That's a good comparison, Z-Boy, but you've got some good stuff. Don't take your stuff down to stick figure yet. All right. Sorry. I'm still marveling over the stadium. I feel like that could be a good shot, too. It's fun when you can get different screenshot angles for different stuff. I always send these to my nephew, my youngest nephew, and then that way they're on my phone and through the messaging app, the PS messaging app, and then I can download the stadiums. I think you can share them on Facebook. I should probably do it that way. Just share them to Facebook, and then I can download them. All right, Arch. I mean, I don't think there's denying that this is a freaking masterpiece at all. Oh, yeah. This is your winner, Dennis. Oh, this is fantastic. I did something similar, building right into the bridge. Love it. Love it. Got the balconies hanging off. The Celtic? Do you say Celtic or Celtic? Right? There's both, right? Yeah, this is good. The scoreboard and the snack shack and the waterfall. Excellent. Everything's blended in together. Multi-level deck. The little roof over here. Anything fun hanging out in here? Bullpens or batting cages? Nope. Maybe a bullpen, it looks like, at one point. You got the grass and the dirt. No? Oh, it could be a bullpen. Yeah, there's benches right there. Oh, the winding road back here. That's cool. If Sewell were in here right now, he'd be driving cars on it. Like he was doing with the train that day. That's fun. I like that. The trees on either side of the road, too. Very fun. I might have to take another short little break, guys, when the wife gets home. I hate to do it again, but I hear emotional day at work. I got to make sure I check her out, make sure she's okay. Outside of the stadium looks fantastic. Oh, yeah, Dennis, this is your guy. Excellent. People waiting to get in. A great job on the entrances. Now, what did you do? Oh. That's fantastic. Look at that. He hit everything except the very top and used that as an entrance to the stadium. Phenomenal, dude. Did I keep calling him Jeff? I've been calling him Dennis, right? Dennis, this is your guy. I mean, I haven't seen Pegwa or the other ones, but I like this one a lot. The path out here, and then this maybe where some folks can get on their boat and enter the game. Wouldn't it be nice if boats moved that fast, that big? I'm a cruise guy, y'all know that by now. So, like, it's cool to see, like, the cruise ships in Miami. They'll like speed them up, and they'll like back out and turn around and zoom back, and then off they go. But yeah, this guy could stop right here and be an entrance to the stadium, or this could just be a little stage for folks to do a little show on. Get some musicians. Campbell Field in Camden, New Jersey. Okay. Dennis, this is your guy, right? Or do you have another one you want to sneak in real quick? I got to write these down so I can get them in. Huh, that's weird. All right, tell me about the stadium, Dan. Oh, this is nice. I like how they're just kind of sitting there. They're not like built into anything. That's cool. It's kind of hanging over the water. There's people outside with canoes. Excellent. There's a bridge. Definitely with the banners, the funky colored banners. Hit it here. What the heck? Oh! Too big. We don't need to see my fat ass. Let's shrink me down, especially with my hair. I need a freaking haircut. It's absolutely terrible. Nice, Dan. Nice. I've seen people use the one fountain that has like the little like marble thing on top. That's cool. Great way to hide the whale. Yeah. It's like a softball in that glove. Hit it here. You don't realize how big that is compared to a person. Look at that sign. Excellent, dude. You got a nice little bridge to take you under here as part of the batter's eye. These guys are checking things out. Oh, the swamp tank. Okay, I seem to remember this. There's the alligators. Or these nasty alligator dinosaur things are taking on the role of the alligator. Using the hologram to make it look like they're underwater. Fantastic. Yeah, that works out really well. And then at night, it probably just looks like... See, I think I remember showing this. I probably just couldn't see it. Scrolling through too fast. But this rings a bell. That's a great idea. And then just the tanks lit up at night. Oh, there's more alligators hanging out up here, too. Cool. Oh, for a second... This must be part of a different prop. For a second, I thought it was a bench. And I was about to say, Dan, who the hell is sitting on this bench? It's just part of the roof. Nice, Dan. Yeah, using the one builder for the banners again. These guys are heading up the escalator. And these guys are also very fun. The Big Easy, similar around in the behind build is the last one. Now, what is it? Is it the Mississippi? Does Mississippi go through New Orleans? I hate to sound so dumb. Buildings peeking out here in the back. Yeah, the use of these little banner things, very clever. The front page of YouTube was down. Huh. Yes, Mississippi River, okay. Yeah, Louisiana is the boot of the man of the states. Minnesota's the hat. I can't remember what the face is. Very nice, Dan. Between these two, it's tough. You sent one or two recently in that were really good. I love the whale idea with the hiding the whale for the ball. The alligator tank is fun. The fact that you can see it underneath and on top, awesome. I know they got their alligators down there. They're gators. Iowa's the face. Okay. Another banger by the champ, says Murph. That's right. Sandman Dan is our defending champ. The 2024 Stadium of the Year recipient with the ballpark in Anaheim. That freaking wiffle ball field. So good. Fun stuff going on across the river. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, Kentucky is Midwest Ohio Valley. Yeah. I've never been. I've never been to Kentucky. Anything I'm missing in this one, Dan? This is a fun one. Oh, yeah, Home Run Derby trying to hit this thing. That's a good target, right in the middle of the donut. And then over here, the standing room only deck. The Gator Grill. Now, can you eat alligator? Do they eat alligator down there? Or is it just called the Gator Grill because you're further south, where the alligators roam? Jeff says gator is delicious. Really? I thought I heard people, or are you just messing with me? I can't believe you anymore. Go to Reds game and you can look at Kentucky all night. Oh, that's cool. I like to go to Louisville Slugger Museum. Yeah, that could be fun. Florida and Louisiana definitely eat gator, but I'm sure Georgia's do too. Gator with cocktail sauce. Ooh. Rico says they mostly eat roadkill down there. Jeez. All right, Dan, I missed if you have anything else to add to the stadium. It's fantastic. Oh, Dan says gator is good too. Yeesh. If they ever have it on a cruise ship, I'll try it because I can get it for free. And if I don't like it, I could just order something else. That's how I tried duck and, believe it or not, lobster for the first time. I'm not a big lobster guy. I don't like much any seafood. I can eat a tuna sandwich. That's about it. I had one appetizer of calamari that I like. Calamari. Can't even say it. Me and my wife went out to a fancy steak dinner when we got engaged, and they were taking a long time for our steak, so they gave us a free plate of it to try. Calamari? That sounds like the right one, right? Got some canoes out here. It's the chicken of the swamp. Okay. Gator's good. All right, Dan. Okay, we got you back. So where did you come up with the idea to build the baseball field on Alcatraz? There really is one there, isn't there? Like a really small one?
And you actually see the original on the other side of the prison.
Oh, so you made like a version of the small one. Look at this. This is fantastic. Oh, there it is.
And,
all right. Yeah, on the bus tour that we took when we were in Philadelphia, there's a prison, and they have a little baseball field in there, and it reminds me of this. Like, there's a home run fence, like 3 feet away from third base, because it's such a confined area, but they used to love going out there and play ball, apparently. So what gave you the idea to do the Alcatraz?
it was just my first idea for the new 25. So this is my first build on 25.
Gotcha.
And I just like, what a cool place to build a stadium in.
Absolutely. And with the bridge there, the island itself looks amazing. The most I've ever seen of Alcatraz is what's the movie with Nick Cage and Sean Connery? The Rock.
The Rock?
Yeah. And then there was a show. Do you guys remember the show? I think it was also J.J. Abrams, where they made, like, there was like a hole in the wall and you went back in time in Alcatraz. Does this ring a bell to anybody? I think Hurley from Lost was in it. I think it only lasted one season, but it was pretty good. And it was about guys breaking out of Alcatraz. And then Unsolved Mysteries did a big special about the 3 guys that actually did break out and were never seen again. And they're wondering if they died trying to get to mainland or if they just disappeared. That's the big question. But you picked all the right buildings to look like a prison. Absolutely fantastic job of recreating Indians Welcome United States Penitentiary, Indian Land. Yeah, I would love to take a tour of Alcatraz. Do they still offer them?
Yeah, so at a point in the 70s, Indians took over, Native Americans took over the entire island.
Oh, really?
For like a couple years. Yeah. So this is like the graffiti that's left over from that point.
Mm. We got the watchtowers. Excellent. Little bleachers for people who don't like to play baseball. Maybe they want to watch the game. Big home run fence with windows in the wall. Fun. What's the C? Is that like the seating section?
And those standings, those are the real teams. That
really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
The Oilers, the Bees, the Seals, and the Oaks. Cardinals, Giants, Tigers, Cubs. Fun. Oh, they had 2 divisions. All right. That's fun, Rico. Very clean, I mean, the few times I've seen Alcatraz, this is what it looked like to me. There's a boat pulling up. Excellent. It just it became not cost effective enough, right, to keep the thing here. It got too expensive to run. Is why they eventually closed it.
Yeah, prison in the middle of an island.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta keep taking boats back and forth all the time. Very fun. Any other little hidden secrets I need to dig into?
Not on this one.
Got some...
no babies on this one.
No babies. The babies. Barrels! Barrels never hit the popularity that canoes did. Although I made the fun of the barrels just as hard. And the logs.
There are canoes here.
Are there canoes?
Behind home plate. Yeah, behind home plate.
Canoes!
In the water.
It's another slow moving camera. There we go. The canoes, baby. Gotta have the canoes. I bet those 3 who broke out wish they had a canoe, huh? Right? Right, fellas? But yeah, they like the Unsolved Mystery special. They had a professional swimmer try to swim it, and they had 3 dudes try to make it across on a raft. The guys on the raft couldn't do it because they made one that was out of stuff that maybe prisoners would find in prison, because obviously they didn't want to make it like a freaking real thing because they couldn't pull that off. But the raft fell apart and it kept taking them further away. The professional swimmer, did make the swim, but he was like incredibly cold, and he's trained for it, so it seems unlikely that they made it. The 3 who tried to break out. All right, Rico, this is fantastic. Strong first showing. That, to me, fellas, looks like a thumbnail. All right, no love. Las Vegas Stadium. Here we go. We have futuristic props. This is my vote for him already. Look at this in here. That's fun. All sandy down here, or red rocky. Standard around and behind, even though it is futuristic props. You got the team store, the show, and the smokehouse barbecue. We saw him last night for the first time with Puddles. Amazing show with Puddles. Is Puddles like another band? Jeff, right? It's so freaking fun. There is a store here called Patio Furniture. Guess what's alcohol? Okay, gotcha. That's a good one. Roddy Piper movie. Oh, we already talked about that. Oh, that's a good idea. Singers Underneath. This place is going to be glowing at night. Las Vegas, that's where you want a glowing stadium, right? I'm very anxious to see how that stadium turns out in Oakland. Is that still going? Shit, we had Dodger Blue on yesterday, and I never got to ask him. Because I think he lives in Vegas right now. But I'm very curious, and I hope that works out well so we can finally be done with the Oakland A's debacle. Sorry, Mark. I'm very sorry. But hopefully we can get Tampa straightened out next and then talk about expansion and get some more new ballparks. I know Kansas City wants one. Arizona, although Arizona, didn't they set up agreement to... And we already talked about this too. Arizona, I feel like they set up an agreement to renovate their stadium. Milwaukee also, I think, has big plans coming to fix stuff. Anyone know a stadium? Why a stadium wouldn't be uploading to the vault? Crook by the book. All sports are fake. What I have discovered is that sometimes it tells you it's not loading, but it really is. So I found a lot of times if you back out of Stadium Creator, go in and start like a scrimmage or do a home run derby real quick, by the time you get back into Stadium Creator and recheck the vault, it's uploaded. And that's why so many versions of all these stadiums keep appearing, because no one thinks they actually uploaded, because the stupid message comes up, but they upload anyway. So that's my suggestion, unless you've been trying to upload it for days and it hasn't showed up. But if you're like trying to do it right now, and that's why that could be a thing. That's a good shot, by the way. The stuff in the background, the big building, very Vegas-y. Is that what it's called? Is that supposed to be the building with the roller coaster on top? Is it the Stratosphere? Is that what they call it? And then the guitar makes perfect sense with all the Elvis nods. That hotel fits in Vegas perfectly when like in the 70s when it was, big and Elvis was around. And yeah, that's in the Luxor in the background, the pyramid. Fun. Like this one, No Love. I just watched Elvis the other day too. I love Elvis. He's got some good stuff, man. I lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every Bible already. That's already. I don't know the words. I think my favorite Elvis movie song is We Can't Go On Together with Suspicious Minds. That's a good one. I rocked Elvis on the last cruise too. I did Michael first, and I did the Shaggy one, and then I did Elvis another day. There's a new Elvis documentary. I want to see that. It's coming to the movie theater. Wait, or is that like a concert? An Elvis concert, the one that's coming to the movie theater. I want to see the old Kurt Russell Elvis movie too. All right, No Love. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah, you're on.
Okay. Now, I remember a stadium like this at the end last year, but this one looks like it's a little bit more.
I might have submitted it, but I wasn't fully done with it. I didn't think you ever got a chance to check it out.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I remember at the beginning of this year you sent me a couple, and then I hadn't heard from you in a while. Now what's going on? You got it right in with the lights. Okay, the Hall of Fame. Now what's behind this one? I remember some of your stadiums are pretty loud.
This is just my little Hall of Fame section here for the teams, players.
Everything's like walled in over here, the fountain, and then all these buildings on top of it. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Dennis, a lot like yours.
It's supposed to be kind of futuristic cyberpunk too. If you go back and kind of just look up from like the batting box or something, or up a little higher, you can tell there's like an area where things would be like flying through or something, you know.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it looks cool at night, especially left field with all those with the going.
Yeah, the gap in left field is like where you can see the city.
All this big natural staircase or custom staircase. Didn't use the prop. Did it with the brick. Looks good. Then the lazy river and the Hall of Fame section, and then the bleachers coming down from the fielding level. Lots going on in here. Holy crap. And then the waterfalls in the center.
I'm only at 97%, but that other stadium was 99. It makes sense.
Right? Isn't that crazy? I think maybe the hills might do you in pretty good too.
Yeah.
A lot of those terrain props.
Yeah.
Morons. So
yeah, there's a lot going on this one though.
Was there any guideline or any like what started you in on the stadium? What made you say, okay, I'm gonna
I don't really remember. I was wanting to do a futuristic stadium, but I just couldn't find just something. And then it started out with like one prop here and one prop there, and then it just, I don't know, it kind of just transformed to its own thing. I think the original base of it was just having the whole garden, intricate garden out in the center field was the main point.
Yeah, that's fun. And you joined the contest last year. I remember that kind of late entry.
Yeah.
And was it the Egyptian one that went through for you, or was it a different one?
I think it was a different one that had the aquarium with the roller coaster in the background.
Okay, that I vaguely...
It was Age of the Creators, I think was the name of it.
Okay, yep, that definitely rings a bell. Yeah,
it had some like a wood, like I used the rocks as like walkways to the water and stuff like that.
Yep, I remember that.
That was like my first real creation.
Yeah, this is all real fun. Cool. Yeah, you got singers up there giving you light. You got the fuel station here.
Yeah.
Doug Masterson, he has admitted he's obsessed with this globe thingy. Fantastic.
That's the first time me using it, but I've been dying to use it on something.
Nice. Fun stuff, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so does that mean this is your favorite and this is the one you want to go through, or what do you think, fellas? Would you go with 1, 2, or 3? My vote's 2.
It's whatever y'all think.
But
this is the one that took me the most time. Is the only reason I say this one.
Yeah, I could see where it would take a lot of time. What do we think, fellas? We got 6 and I don't know how many are in YouTube. Murph says 3. Let's see, how many do we got in YouTube right now? 5 in YouTube, 6 over on Twitch. Jeff says 2. Arch says 3. I can get on board with 3. I'm just absolutely in love with that big seating section that can watch both things. But I mean, this is
does make a good picture.
This is your own personal creation too. That probably makes it a little bit more dear to your heart. So yeah, I can see wanting to go with 3 for sure. See that this is where I don't have a popular taste in stadiums. How many times today, fellas, and even yesterday, like the whole crew's like, oh, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And I'm like, really? It should be 2. Seems like a lot of them, right? So, yeah. All right, all sports are fake. If you want to lock this in, we can certainly do that. It seems to be the one that you had your original instinct with, and everyone else seems to agree, so I think it makes sense. All right. All sports are fake. Listen, don't take such a big break from stadiums this year. Keep making them, keep sending them in, bro.
We're going to keep making them.
Hey, we were just talking about you, Doug. Look at this. We just showed this guy his stadium, and all sports are fake. And I said, oh, Doug has already admitted that he's obsessed with this thing. And then there he is. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. That seems to happen too a lot tonight. Things are happening here.
Synchronicity.
Someone's gonna come grab me, put a canvas bag over my head, and take me away someplace. They're spying on me for some reason. It's happening, fellas.
Your phone's doing that for you.
At least it'll keep me from having to frickin' pick a winner of this contest or help a winner of this contest. It's scary stuff. All right, bro. Hey, thanks a lot. I'm glad we got
Thanks for
you
taking
in.
my call.
Yeah, thanks for hopping in. It's always fun to chat with you guys and hear a little background of some of these stadiums and hear other people's passion for it and hear how other people inspired them and stuff like that. So appreciate the call. Appreciate all the
All right,
stadiums
man.
you've set in the past. Keep them coming.
Good luck
this year.
to y'all. Some of y'all do amazing work. And keep it up.
All right, boss. Thanks a lot. We'll see you. I think it's real important to have the graphic, for people to find these stadiums. Look at this. Here's the notes. Concept Toronto Stadium wanted to build using the future set. Let me move this over here so I don't have to turn my neck so much. Concept Toronto Stadium wanted to build using the future set and tried a few different things, flipping the stands around and using the club level in different ways. Not sure if I accidentally found a memory hack, but I was originally editing under an older stadium, which eventually became an entirely new stadium. So I deleted each prop along the way. It seemed to open up more memory, as this is a detailed stadium, and I was close to 100%. Oh, and he's only 87% here. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what you're deleting and what you're replacing the stuff you deleted with, but look at this. Look, he's got the CN tower built right into the stadium this time. Screw right next to it. Toronto is another one that I thought they were talking about, a new stadium, because Skydome is it's weird to say that's one of the oldest parks in the game. But I can't imagine they're going to move out after all that money they just spent on it to fix it up now. This fountain is fantastic. One of the better hidden fountains ever. Look at that. That's awesome. And then you got this deck up here where folks are chilling out using the holographic gate things. So yeah, he's got the field level here, and then spun these around. That looks cool. TOT ballpark. And then again, smaller build, 3 decks, but still seat less people, 26,000. That all looks really good too. Not using every single thing that comes with each deck to be seen. I think this one looks really cool. Then the booths would be in here. Left field, we the North. The King in the North. Escalator takes you to this bridge, which can connect you to all this stuff going on. Again, we have another turned around thing. Then a little scoreboard in here. Yeah, two things. I like the size of the scoreboard. This scoreboard would be the perfect fit in a lot of different times where I've needed a smaller one. But A, it's all beat up. B, it's green. And C, a lot of times it's hard to hide some of the bottom stuff. It's a good size scoreboard. It fits perfectly in there. Nice job, Shays. This little row up front here. Now, did he have to spin things around? What did he spin around? Okay, he just buried the bottom section. Nice. I want to do my move. Got pushed back to the end of March, so end of March I'll probably be gone for a bit. Hopefully it'll give me time for guys to send stuff in. Okay, yeah. Over here, it's a bunch of short stories. Great opening scene with Dan Urquhart picking up a hitchhiker on a dark, lonely road. Or he was the hitchhiker. I was driving down the road one day and I saw a sign that said prison area, do not pick up hitchhikers. I didn't think that was very funny. Guy in the back seat was laughing his ass off. Doug Masterson makes the switch over to YouTube. Jeff, where are you on that one, buddy? Where's Mrs. Tangy on that one? That one's not a dad joke. That's one of the comics I used to work with. Tells that joke a lot. I don't know if he wrote it or what, but yeah, I really like this park. I think what do you think, guys? 1, 2, or 3 for Jeff? Definitely 2 or 3, in my opinion. These are both good, though. The smaller builds, still seating like almost 30,000. A lot of standing room area, which is where we're trending in the bigs right now. I hate that the lit up roofs take so much light from the actual build, because this is a stunning stadium to pull back from. He did an excellent job, making that roof look so seamless. Looks like people are coming in. Murph says 3. T-Dot. Dennis says 2. Doug says I got to bang out more stadiums. I only got 18. LOL. Oh, total 18 total. I'm reading too fast. Doug says, well, what the hell, Doug? What's going on? I see Doug. I see Doug. I see Doug. I say Doug. What's going on here? Doug says 3. Jeff says 3. Jeff, did you hear that joke? Did Mrs. Jeff hear that joke? Mrs. T. Yeah, I figured, Jeff. It's just funny. I think that's it, fellas. I think that's everybody stadium who's joined the contest.